I know our starting screen was a little longer than normal, but that's because, in all honesty, I was chasing the cat through the house. Hi, everyone! Can you say hi, Muffy? Meow. Alrighty, do you want to go now? You can go now if you'd like. Would you like to go now? And she's gone. I didn't think she was going to be staying around for too long. Hello, Ducky. Hello, the donks. Hello, Soup. Welcome in, everyone. I did not realize that my switch was not on. There we go. How are we all today? I think it's high time that we explore some Muffintown because a lot has changed, and I'm very excited about it. Also, remind me, I'm just gonna quickly bear with me. Mute that one. Excellent. Alrighty, Vegemites. Maybe I'll mute that one too. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Forgive me if I don't say that one out loud, because out of context, cancelled. You're okay. Been sick recently though. How are you, my princess? I'm doing alright. I'm doing well. We have some new villagers. How exciting is that? Also, I am going to totally bring over my gameplay over here so it doesn't look like... So I actually feel like I'm actually looking at the camera. It is a stinking hot day. I am boiling and I'm ready for some Animal Crossing. I don't know about you. I've got my ice water. I've got my Coke Zero for flavor. And I'm ready for some Animal Crossing. Let's go. I'm keen. There's been so many changes. I can't wait to run through them all with you. Our first change. Our tent's gone. Alright. Resident Services is closed due to construction. I realize this might be an inconvenience, but I promise you the island will be better for it. As you can imagine, Tom Nook will have his paws full today, so he'll be getting back to that. Now, so hey Selbal, Tiny says hi. Hello, Tiny. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Yay, good to see you, Tiny. Oh, good to talk to you, Tiny. I can't actually see you. It'd be really weird if I could. But it's good to hear from you, Tiny. How is Tiny? How's my precious little thing? Alright. We have a house. So we have had quite a few changes in Muffintown since the last time we were here. First and foremost, we have a house, and I want to show you what that house looks like, because it's quite a bit different. We're also going to go through some of the things in my mailbox, just so we can go through a few things. I think we did get this letter from Nintendo saying congratulations on the big move. We also got a letter from my mum. So every so often, mum will write us in Animal Crossing. Sadly enough, we can't write back. You can never write back your mum, but your mum will write you. How's your new life treating you? Are you eating well, brushing your teeth, washing behind your ears? Aww. And she gave us a cherry, which was very sweet. Then there's the Happy Home Academy. So the Happy Home Academy is something that unlocks when we have a house, as we currently do. So this is a scoring system. So each Sunday, the Happy Home Academy will inspect your house when you're not there or when you're asleep. I don't actually know when they do it. And they will give you a score. So this one is just saying, you know, we're going to score you, basically. And that happens every week, so it's just a nice way of being able to track how aesthetically pleasing your house is. Gulliver is a special visitor that comes once every so often. So every day you have a chance of having a special visitor. You rarely have the same special visitor back to back. It's a very rare occurrence. But there are quite a few special visitors. So when they come up, we'll go through them all. Nook Mileage is just that little thing in the corner that allowed us to buy stuff. And Daisy May is a character that allows us to buy turnips. Turnips are a whole thing in Animal Crossing. It's Animal Crossing stock market. That's pretty much it. So we'll go through that later. And Luna sent us a message with a bed for us. We'll get into that very soon, I promise. Tiny is good, as am I. I'm glad to hear it. How are you, Sip? How are you, Donks? How's everyone here? I can't see who's here, but how is everyone here? cute little house. So this is how our house is looking at the moment. So we are still kind of in the tutorial mode. I'm just sick. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Oh. Did I not just collect? Oh, right. As you can see, I've been very busy. Alright, KK Salsa. Let's see what that sounds like. Can everyone hear the game okay, by the way? Alright, anyway, I'll eat you. Very good. I'm scared. Mum, pick me up. Okay, so we have quite a few new furniture pieces in our house. Most of these we built with the power of DIY. So I think we did cover a little bit of DIY last time in terms of building and making tools. Well, hang on, bear with me. We can also decorate our house really simply and easily. So let's just move him out the way for now. Let's put the lava lamp somewhere else and just put him there. The lava lamp can go next to the DIY bench. It's like a nice little lamp. There we go. So, oh, I forgot to mention, new to this game, you can actually open and close the blinds. It's actually really cute. I love it. But we're going to open them back up now. I keep forgetting that's actually a feature. So yes, we built quite a few things in our house with the power of DIY. We have a lot of DIY stuff now. It's really cool. So, this beginning area of the game is very tutorial heavy, and we're still technically in the tutorial. Until resident services is completed properly, it's very tutorial heavy. So as part of the tutorial, and this is why I decide we're not going to sit here and do everything on stream, because it can be very tedious sometimes. It's great, but it can be very tedious, especially when you're like me and this is your fourth town. The beginning part can be a little tedious after the fourth time. So we had to build in... Oh, hello Nancy Melly playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. There you go, shout out to them. The whole beginning area, you have to build a whole bunch of furniture for your neighbours who are moving in. That's new neighbours who I'm going to go introduce you to soon. We also unlocked new hairstyle options. So previously our hair was this was our hair, and she's cute. This is actually personally the hair I use the most. But yes, we do have plenty of hair options. In fact, we might go to the bun for today. Why not? And you have noticed I've also changed my outfit. That is through a special visitor. We buy clothes through a special visitor. Alright. Let's run through what the town looks like. So in terms of the town itself, not much has changed. I planted some coconut trees. So you get new fruits for everything. And we now have the Nookling store, which is another big thing here. Shell fountain is the hot item. That's funny. So, the Nook, the new shop is the Nook's Cranny. So every day you can buy tools, wallpaper, flooring, and some select items. So you can see this is the same plant that I already have in my house. They have a bucket and a Newton cradle. Is that what it's called, a Newton's cradle? No, I know what a bucket is. I know what a bucket is. Newton's cradle, I was right. Okay, good. And then one of those chiropractor, is that a chiropractor thing or a stadiometer? I don't know. I am not that kind of person. So you can go through and buy all these things. The Nook wardrobe also has things that we were able to buy on our first few days as well. So we have tools. We also have the wetsuit, which we haven't seen yet, but that's very exciting. You can get little flavor items like party poppers and sparklers that, you know, light off in your hands. You can buy tree saplings, wrapping paper, which is cool, and flowers. You can also buy DIY recipes, and I already have the majority of these. Then you can also buy flooring and wallpaper, which is very cool. Great for house customization. Alrighty, thank buildings. Alright, while we're making our way through our town, I think we're going to get our first game base started. Heads or tails, people? It's a classic for a reason. Don't forget to get in your channel points. What would you use half of the things for? That's a great question. So a lot of these items can be used inside your house as decorations. So you can floor and wallpaper you can floor and wallpaper your house and decorate it and really customize it to the best of to whatever you want it to be. New for this game, however, and this is very new, you can place items outside to decorate your island and really make it its own. So there's a lot of items that are really suitable for outside use. Like there's things like windmills and lighthouses and cars and stuff like that. Stuff that did exist in previous games, but it made little to no sense as to why you would put them in your house. So these items now have new purpose because you can put them outside. And in fact, decorating your island is a huge goal in this. So once we have our resident services building built, and we'll be showing that, don't get me wrong. Once it's properly built, we will be showing off, we'll be able to unlock a whole bunch of new features. And these features include our new goal of trying to get our island up to 3 stars. So currently our island's sitting at about 1 star. It's not very prestigious. It's not very built up. So our goal will be to build up our island, make it look super prestigious and super decorated. And the use of items is really good for that. So this is Cookie. She was here when we first moved in. Don't forget your heads or tails, by the way. That is closing in 3 minutes, so don't forget to get in your channel points for that. There we go. So Cookie was one of our starting islanders. She's now in her own house as well. Hey, Jay Buckrams, welcome in. Welcome in, how are you? So this is Cookie's house. It's actually kind of cute. Cookie kept trying to buy... Cookie? No, Cherry. Cherry kept trying to buy fish from me, and clearly she was successful a few times. I was really desperate for money. There we go. So we're going to just walk around, have a look at some of our new islanders. So you can see we have items like this swinging bench and a hay bed and a barrel. Some of these items you can interact with. For example, the hay bed you can lie on and the bench you can sit on. The barrel doesn't really do anything, as you can tell. We is good. How are you and the people in the house? I'm good. I'm boiling, but ready to go. I'm boiling, but excited to be here. It is a hot day. Here's one of our new villagers, Stu. Hi, how you doing? What's Stu up to? Another neat day on Muffintown. Wow. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a really hot day. You can see our trees are getting really grey. I think we're going to be seeing some snow very soon in the next day or two. Here is Antonia, our other starting animal. How are you, honk? Don't forget to cool down after a workout. You don't want to overheat. Plus, it builds even more muscle. Thanks. Now, we haven't seen this building yet, and this is personally one of my favorites. Welcome to the Muffintown Museum. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I don't know if anyone can hear the music. There we go. If that's now too loud, please let me know. It is boiling hot. Yeah, I agree. How's that heads or tails sitting? Alright. Tails is in the lead with 83% of the votes. Do not forget to get in your channel points if you want to be a part of that. It is closing in 40 seconds. So, get that in. Alrighty, well hello Sal, welcome to the Muffintown Museum. How may I be of service? So, another big goal in Animal Crossing is to build up your museum. It's not something you have to do, but it is a goal. None of these things you absolutely have to do. The only one I would say you have to do is get through the tutorial area. So, we can assess fossils. We're just going to quickly do that because I know we have 2 in our inventory. So, across the island there are bugs, fish, fossils, and artworks to collect. And our goal is to donate all of these to the museum and try and complete that. Alrighty, the museum awaits. Alright, let's donate these 2 fossils. Why not? Boom, boom. Let's go. Alright. So we're going to take a quick walk around the museum. Admittedly, because it is getting close to the snowy months, we don't have as many bugs out. It's just a natural thing. The bugs are typically more found in the summer months. Very close to real life as well. So our bugs are looking suspiciously empty. These are also fish. Why are there carp in there anyway? Do we have anything in here? Anything at all? Not by the looks of it. What about up here? I'm just trying to show anything that looks like a bug in here. Oh, we have our hermit crab. Look, that's cute. We also have a very infamous animal in the Animal Crossing world. Hang on, let me pull out my camera. Look at that thing! Ew! Ugh. Okay, no, we're done with that. That is the tarantula. It is the only one of 2 aggressive animals in Animal Crossing. A centipede and a moth. Yes, so anyone who's played Animal Crossing before can tell you of the spider and the other animal. When this area gets filled up, it is one of the most pretty areas in the entire game. Yes, the tarantula is one of 2 aggressive animals. So what I mean by that is most bugs, they just kind of, they go around, they don't really do anything, they don't really hurt you. A bee will sting you. A mosquito will sometimes bite you. That's it. The spider, the tarantula, however, will chase you. If you run near it, it will chase you. And if it gets you, you faint. You collapse and faint and you go back to your own house. And you respawn. There was a rumor, in one of the older Animal Crossing games many years ago that if you fainted too many times, your character died and that was it, game over. That's not true. So yes, you can see we've got a little bit of the museum going. I'm not going to go through all of it purely because we don't have that much there, to be honest. We didn't start this very long ago, so we don't have much there. Heads or tails, please?
Tails.
Alrighty, I don't know if anyone heard that, but whoever put in that 5K, wow. Whoever put in that 5K, congratulations, that was cute. Wait, no, that was, I mean, it was cute. Very cute of you, whoever that was. Who was that? Dodonks, very cute of you, Dodonks. But, yes, well done to you. Where is my gameplay? There it is. So yeah, this museum is very new as well. Previously we were donating oh! Okay. We'll get to him in a second, I promise. That's a special villager, so we'll get to him in just a second. So otherwise, the island has not changed that much. We now have a bridge connecting this area to this small area to the big area up the top here. But otherwise, it hasn't changed that much. We haven't done all that much. This is another new animal. Oh, look, a body. Yeah, right, honestly. Alright, this is a new villager, and he's doing something quite interesting. Hello, Dina. She? So, Dina's really focused on... sorry, oopsies. Making a traditional straw coat. So, oh, look, a body. Anyway, look at this bridge, literally. That canonical, biblical, accurate representation right there. Alright, we'll learn how how to make a traditional straw coat shawl. So every so often, an animal will be crafting something in their own home. And they will give you the recipe. And this is how you can learn more DIY recipes. There's a couple of ways to learn DIY recipes. One of them is, I think it's once in the morning and once in the evening, a different animal will be making a different DIY. So if I played this morning, I would have gotten something else from a different animal. The other way is something we'll find out in a minute, because we've got to go looking for it. Oh, and there's a third way. Every so often, a balloon will float through the sky. And that balloon will, that balloon will sometimes have DIY recipes in it. So this is Audie, who is a very popular animal. I'm very excited to have Audie. Audie was actually based off a real-life person. She was based off a grandmother who played something ridiculous like 5,000 hours in Animal Crossing New Leaf. So they put her in the game. How cute's that? Aw, that's really cute. See, that's just really cute. Audie's not in her home at the moment, so we can't show you. But yeah, there are new villages, and we're going to be getting more. We'll go over, later on, we'll go over some of the things that will change when this new building comes up. It's no longer a little tent. Our town is growing. Alright. Hello. Alright, fine, we'll talk and we'll deal with it. So this is Captain Gulliver. I mentioned Gulliver before. There's Gulliver in two forms. You have Gulliver and you have Captain Gulliver. There is a difference, believe it or not. So, he's chatting in his sleep and we just need to keep talking to him to wake him up. Sorry, just gave the flavor test text for getting a sea bass and that just hurt me. Alright, Gulliver! Arr, this buffet may be the end for me, lads, but I think I can tamp a bit of more peach cobbler down me gullet. That's no longer pirate, that's just really bad. Alrighty. I be Captain Gulliver. Sorry, Captain Gulliver, yes. Legendary pirate, feared for all manner of dreadful gullduggery. Arr. Now the text has changed, so is Gulliver with two R's, with three R's, because Gulliver. Alrighty. So, Gulliver, why is everyone an animal except for you? What's the law? Humans are animals too. That's the law. I don't think there is a real law reason. I think it's just animals cute. I think that's essentially it, what it boils down to. Also, bear with me for like 2 seconds. Hang on. Let me just... Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm still here, I promise. I might not be. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Why is my Switch frozen? Switch? Hello? There we go. Okay, that's much better. She just froze for a split second. I had to put my I have a very cute, very nice, wireless, battery-powered fan. However, the battery just died, so I just had to plug it in. I don't think I could last longer than 30 seconds right now without my fan. Just saying. Alrighty, savvy. Yeah, that's right. Jay Buckram's savvy. Alrighty, so he's just talking pirate at the moment, just saying. So, he's going to ask us to find his smartphone. What happened to the good old days of pirates sending, like, you know, messages via telegrams or strapping sea turtles together with back hair? Come on. Alright, so he's he's gonna have to, you know, sea turtles, mate. So he wants us to help him find his phone. So sure, why not? Alright, we're even sweeter than the famous Captain Syrup, but without her double crossing, I hope. Oh, double crossing's not very sweet, but sure, let's go. Me gut says the communicator is in a nearby ocean. Alright, so Gulliver's gonna stay on land and we've got to go find the communicator in the ocean. And this allows us to actually try to show off something new, which I'm very excited about. But while I'm gonna clear out my pockets clearly. While I'm doing that, how was everyone's days? I want to hear about it. I know, Soup was sick, but how about you, J Buttcrumbs? How about you, Ducky? How was your day? Anything special? Anything exciting? I just did a lot of running around. It was a very chaotic day. I'm very excited just to sit here and relax and play some video games for a bit with you. Alright. Yes, this is... Oh, okay. Let me just, that's not very pretty. Paintball flavor. I actually never checked to see what we got here. So I got these as sort of blind items from another special character. So I don't even know what they look like. What do you mean there's no room? Really? Whoa, okay. You know what? She kind of works. Let's keep her there. I like that. My day was hot, hot, and hot. I feel that. Oh my goodness. Ooh. That's cool. That's interesting. Paintball flooring. Oh, actually, I do know that one. It's like this. It's this Splatoon flooring from New Leaf, but under a new name. Alright, we'll keep that. I like this rug. This is cute. But we'll put the rest in storage for now. How about that? So the good thing about a house is that it has storage, where our tent did not. So we're just gonna shove everything that's not a tool into storage. Hey, thank you so much for following Milo Cerna 13. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying yourself over here. The grass one gave me Forest Temple vibes, right? Yeah, I feel that. I get that. Absolutely. So yes, this is what our storage is looking like. We have a few items. I got very lucky and got the cloud flooring, which is a flooring item that I've been looking for like 3 years on my own account. So on my own town, personal town. So I can go share that off with my personal town. But now we have empty pockets. Yeah, no, I agree. The grass one, the ivy one did give Forest Temple in a big way. Absolutely, it did. Yeah, thanks, Milo. Again, sorry, I know I already said that, but yeah. So we're now wearing the wetsuit. Now, when on a special occasion, when we don't have any tools in our hands, and when we have the wetsuit on, we can jump in the water. The fact that you're putting a sweater, food, and wool decal in the same cupboard is wild. Wait until we put a cupboard in a cupboard. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Wait until we put the fish in the cupboard as well. So, diving is something that was introduced in the 3DS game and continues on here. So, we can dive down and go collect things off the sea floor. Some of these things, like this one here, moves really fast. Some of them don't move fast at all. In fact, we're actually collecting the one that stood still there for a second. Oh, we found Gulliver's phone. That's kind of lame. We found it first go. Wait, legit? Yes, you can put a fish in the cupboard. You can absolutely put a fish in the cupboard. This is Animal Crossing. But you can't put a fish in a letter. You can put a refrigerator in a letter. But you can't put a fish in a letter. Or a spider, for that matter. Haven't you ever hated a villager in Animal Crossing that much that you want to send them a spider? Hey, we were chasing oh, the lobster. That's a new animal for me. We've got something to donate to the museum tonight. So, there are different shadows of different sizes. And these all come with different, different speeds. So you can, some things will run away from you very fast, some things will be very slow, some things are giant, some things are small. And they all house different creatures. Yeah, I know, it's a really weird... Wait, are you saying what to the concept of sending spiders in the mail? I got a sea slug. It's kind of salty about that. It is oddly tranquil, just swimming around in the ocean at night. In the game. Don't do that in person, folks. That's kind of actually really dangerous. I can't say anything. I've swum in the ocean at night, but I really shouldn't. I got a sweet shrimp. It was being very considerate. Oh, I see emotes. Is that Tiny? Hello, Tiny. Yes, you. This game is an acid trip sometimes. It really is. It's a fun one, but it is absolutely an acid trip sometimes. Wait until we get to some of the weirder holidays in this game. And some of the weirder characters. I got a mussel. It's been working out. We're not gonna spend forever swimming around, but I was just showing off some of the things. Hello, thank you so much for following, Delicious Galapagos. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. How you going? Bear with me for a wild second, people. Where is that lovely... There we go. Actually, let's just ban. Excellent. Sorry, I was just taking care of a wee little chat issue. There we go. I gotta see an enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my frenemy. Can't believe I didn't butcher that. But yes, so this is the basics of deep sea diving in Animal Crossing. We're gonna go give Gulliver his phone, and we're going to go drop off lobster to the museum. These puns are punishing. Ho ho! Punishing. Yeah, you can't underestimate it, really, honestly. Some of them are a little harder to understand. I'm kidding. Yeah. Sorry. Alrighty, I thank you with all my heart, matey. Now with extra terries on top, even. Now I can contact me faithful crew. That's still not pirate. I'm really bad with accents. I will say that. Really underestimate. Hello, Eep. Welcome in. How you going? I'm so glad you came in just in time for that terrible pun. And you can see a lot of friends of mine are playing online at the moment. It is prime time for games here in Australia at the moment. Alrighty, so we have fulfilled Gulliver's wish of getting his phone. He's just going to hang around on the beach for the rest of the day until his ship arrives. He will be picked up by 5 a.m. in the morning. So when I say he will be gone at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. But let's go return our lobster. But you might be wondering, what's the point of helping Gulliver apart from, just doing some deep sea diving? He will send us a letter the next day thanking us for our help. Blathers, I'm trying to talk to you. And he will give us a special item. And there are items that you can only get by doing that. I cooked and served dinner now, wishing my legs didn't exist. Valid, honestly. I feel that. I get that. Very valid. Alrighty, it's a lobster. Now, this is something that Blathers is very well known for. He might ask us if we're interested in a few facts about our lobster. Sure, why not? The lobster is rather famous for its 2 large claws, but did you know that in fact it has 6 claws total? Of course, the 4 tiny claws. Hey, whoa! Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Eve. I appreciate it. Thank you. Owl moment, love it. Thank you so much. Of course, the 4 tiny claws aren't as threatening as the large crusher claw is. That pincer can put 100 pounds of pressure on in a pinch. Just a little something to bear in mind when a lobster tries to shake your hand. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff. Where are my triangles? I have been rubbed. Oh. Did the triangles not come up? I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a view of my game. Bear with me for a second. Did they not come up? Wait. Alright, I can assure you in future, it will now come up. Just saying. I'm just saying. It shall now come up. I've just recopied over the entire source code, so there you go. I've been rubbed my triangles. Blathers was lying. My donation was not displayed in a timely manner. I promise you, in the future, if you choose to do that again, it shall be. But there is no obligation then. No obligation. Just saying. I don't have any more bits to see more triangles. I'm sorry. I did not know that wasn't working. Oh dear. Alright. So, what do we do with the rest of our deep sea creatures, do you reckon? There's quite a few things that we can do with them. Number 1, you can give them to your villagers. Number 2, hang on. Wait. I promised I'd show it off. Nope. Yes. Wait, give me the fish. Spiggity Spooty, give me the fish. Booty. No, don't give me fish booty. Ew. Ew, why did I say that? Ew. Alright, just let me catch... This is why I hate pond fishing. This is why I hate pond fishing. The ponds are so small that the fish can only just turn around in circles. River fishing and ocean fishing is where it's at, and I will die on this hill. Ah! Fish on... What's up, fish butt? There we go. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright. There we go. Alright, we now have a cup. If I catch another, they can carpool. Oh, come on, those puns are funny. The jokes are funny. Some of them are not, but a lot of them are. As promised, we now have a fish in storage next to our socks and ocarina. Did I not promise fish in cupboard? Alright, let's get the fish back out of the cupboard. It's gonna make everything smell like fish. I don't want fish smelling socks. Ew. Can you imagine that? Alright, let's go sell all of these. So there's 2 ways that we can sell things. So we can go in and talk to Timmy and Tommy here, or new to Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's this thing here called the drop-off box. So this is a really good quality of life improvement over the previous games. Previously, you could only sell items during the store's opening hours. I think Nook's Cranny closes at 8 PM, which is why I chose to do this and then randomizer, not randomizer then this. So after 8 PM in previous games, or 9 PM depending on your settings, you couldn't sell any items after that point. Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS made this a little bit more forgiving. Retail was open, another store was open until I think 11 PM. But if you're a night owl like me, playing after that point, anything you got you couldn't sell, which meant that you were either overflowing your pockets or overflowing your inventory, like your storage. This here allows you to sell items out of hours. However, I only get $240, 240 bells through the drop-off box with this. Let's go see how much I get in person for it, because there is, I can't remember the difference. I think it's like a 10% difference or something like that. So, for this cup, we were getting 240 bells outside. But in person, we collect 300 bells. There you go. So you do lose a little bit. It's not substantial enough of a difference to be like, I don't want to sell anything. But really big items, such as really expensive fish, or really rare expensive items, you might want to consider holding on to until the morning. But things like a pocket full of sea bass, go for it, man. That's it. Alrighty. So, I promised that with Muffintown, everyone was going to have a chance to put in their opinions. And this will be happening. Absolutely. I'm not going back on that. However, we are, as I've mentioned multiple times now, we're still technically in the tutorial mode. And we're not going to be able to get to most of the features until that new building opens tomorrow. At that point, on Thursday, I will start asking for opinions on quite a few things. So, the first one here I want to talk about, because it is going to be something that everyone's going to need to think on. If you're interested, that is. I got a black bass, black bass, yeah. So, the first one is something that you're going to need to think on. There is a way I can just show it off. Over here, there's this little flag. It's got a little green leaf on it, which is, you know, the item symbol. It's a symbol for any items that you don't have in your pockets right now. That is our town flag. Once our new building opens, we will have the ability to change our town flag, and we will be told to do so. Now, herein lies the thing. We can have different things for our town flag. And in fact, we will have the ability to import QR codes and input designs from other people. So if you play Animal Crossing and you have a design that you would like to submit as our town flag, feel free to shoot it through or send me a link either through my Discord or just save the link and then share it in chat on Thursday. Alternatively, if you are not a Animal Crossing player, there's also things online that you can do to make QR codes for this. But I will also have a few pre-made options ready as well. One of them is, well, actually I can share one of them right now. One of them is not looking so good. One of them's here. It's not looking so crash hot at the moment, but it's here. Let me pull it up. This, as I said, not looking so crash hot. This is the Salbow icon for Twitch. So this is the pixel viewer, and this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Currently, I have no eyes. Excellent. Great. Thanks. So, I am currently fixing that. That can be one of our options. Or a picture of muffins. In fact, I was trying to upload a picture of muffins for this one before, and it... in fact, hang on, let me show you, because it's funny. It's fine, I didn't do much work on that. Oh. Hang on, let me just quickly... There we go. Not that I have anything really weird in my files, but just in case there's any personal information there that I don't know about. There we go. You can see it's not looking so crash hot. So it would take a lot of setting changes. Let's try that. That's currently what Gremlin Muff, the emote, is looking. Actually, that doesn't look so bad from a distance. From a distance, that actually doesn't look all that bad. So there you go. There's another option for you. All these different things. So point is, have a think about it. If there's anything, even if you're not a Animal Crossing person, even if you're not creative or feel like you're not creative enough to make these designs yourselves, if you have a suggestion, let me know and I'll see if I can create it. They're not all gonna look great, but let me know what you think. Because I'm very excited to have a town flag that is designed and agreed upon by all of you. In fact, hang on, there is one more I can show you. There is one more I can show you. Bear with me for a sec. Wait. Okay. Wait a second. I don't know if this is gonna look any good at all. We'll see, I guess. Fish! There you go. So, have a think about it. Let me know what you think, and we'll start looking into that. So there's many other options as well for, it's not going to be just our town flag. There's also going to be a whole bunch of things that I'm going to want your opinion on. And I did say that we're going to be doing this, and there hasn't been much of an opinion quite just yet. It's coming, trust me. OMG, that's amazing. Hell yeah. Come on, guys, that's incredible. Hey, I'll take that. She looks like a demon. Yeah, she kind of does. How much of that is Animal Crossing and how much of that is actually just Muffin, so let's be real. There is one last thing I can show you. And we're just gonna quickly just hit this rock first. So, if you... Oh, wow, okay, cool. If you hit a rock with your shovel, it will drop materials. So normally it will drop rocks, stone, iron, or clay. One rock per day will instead drop money. I'm just really lucky that I picked up the money, that I got the money rock first go. This is an excellent source of making money in the early days of Animal Crossing. Other ways of making money include selling fruit, going along the beach, and selling any, in fact, I forgot to show this. Good thing I reminded myself here. We have a pole to jump across the gaps here, which is cute. You can sell any... Ooh, giant clam, I want that. Any shells that come across the ground. And this bottle here, we're not going to sell it, but each day, often twice a day, if you go to your beach before 9 a.m., and then again after 5 p.m., you can get 2 per day. Otherwise, it's just 1 per day. You can get 1 DIY. So we have now learnt how to make a wooden table. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. That's what it looks like. Fairly simple. But yes, so you can sell you can sell anything that comes across in the water. You may see these little things spurting little bits of water at me, like that. If you dig where it is, you get a manila clam. That is not something that you can donate to the museum, but it is something that you can use to make fish bait, which will allow fish to spawn in the water. Very useful if you're hunting one particular type of fish in a particular area, and you just don't want to have to keep running back and forwards. Anyone who's ever played Animal Crossing before and has done a hunt for a coelacanth? Yeah. There is one last thing we are going to go over today. And this is something we haven't done yet in this town at all. I'm fairly certain we'll be able to do it today. I'm not quite sure. We're going to talk to Orville here. And I'm going to fly. So, just to get the paperwork official, where do you want to go? Let's go to Halves Island. Let's go! So this is something that's only just unlocked. This is the first day that we could ever access Halves Island. So I'm very excited that we're streaming today so I can show this off. Now, Halves Island, when we first get there, not that interesting. But it's going to become a really cool place to visit each and every time. Alrighty, this is Wilbur. He flies us around. This is Harv's Island, and this is Harv. Good old Sal. Anyway, welcome to Harv's Island. Don't remember if I mentioned before, but I run a photo studio here. It's called Phototopia, because it's like a paradise for taking photos. So this is it. This is Harv's Island. It's really cute. And as I mentioned before, Harv's Island's going to become a lot more exciting in the future. Right now, it's just a photo studio, and Harv is going to take us through how it works. I try not to think too much about what this is. Alright. So he's going to explain it all. Okay. We're gonna say maybe later. We don't actually need to hear this explanation. We don't need to hear this explanation at all. So this room over here, we are able to change the room up. So we are able to go through anything that we have ever made or collected and put together items and create a whole new scene. So if we want to create a mountainscape with cloudy floor, and let's just get rid of all of this, I guess. There we go. And what we can do is we can use this to take post photos. Not particularly interesting right in this very moment, but it will become very interesting, especially considering you can call up any animal in Animal Crossing using oh my god, what are they called? Amiibos and Amiibo cards. So it's going to become very interesting to us in the future. Not necessarily because of Phototopia, but because of what else Harv's Island will offer in the future. I just thought it was a cool thing to show off today in particular, because it's the first day we were able to actually go here. But we have done a lot in Animal Crossing, and I think we've done a good exploration of the town. How's about we go on a 5-minute break and then switch to some Zelda? How does that sound, everyone? I mean, I'm going to be doing it anyway, but how does that sound? Alright. Let's get Zelda running up in just a second. We are gonna, I think we're just gonna go to bed now. No, not, I mean in Animal Crossing. Ah. Should we get some sleep? We're gonna get some sleep. This is actually the last thing I wanted to show off today. Welcome! If I'm not mistaken, you are from Muffintown, yes? You must be the famous Sal. The famous streamer Salbow? I'm kidding. Good guess. Few dream as pleasantly as those from Muffintown. Oh, that's sweet. Forgive me, I have yet to introduce myself. My name is Luna. Think of me as a guide to the Library of Dreams. The Library of Dreams? I'm sorry. A dream is but a manifestation of a memory that one holds dear, then chooses to upload to the internet. My role is to ferry travellers between dreams, allowing one such as you to tour the islands of distant strangers. Once within the dream of another, it will be as though you have actually set foot on their island. Sounds fascinating, does it not? To visit another's dreams, merely say to me, I want to dream. This need not be a one-way either. If you wish, I can collect your dream of Muffintown as well. Then I will spirit your dream through the channels of fibre optics to live in the library and be shared around the world. Put simply, to share your dream of Muffintown with others, tell me I'd like to share a dream. I think we're going to share the dream of Muffintown. Yeah. I've got to actually read the service. Excellent. Alright, so from here on out, anyone who has a copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons will be able to come and visit Muffintown through the Dream Suite. So we will be putting our dream address on screen so people can collect that and watch come visit our town, come talk to our villagers, and come explore the area. Alright, close your eyes, picture what you love about Muffintown. While we are doing that, I want to see what Sue put in the chat. Oh! You have watched 113 hours of Sal Bell, 3,471 chats sent. Wow. Holy guacamole. Good on you, Soup. Will the dream address always be the same? Yes. So the dream address will always remain the same. I think there's very few exceptions to that. I think it's if I, oh crap, thank you. I was gonna say, I didn't actually write that down. I think it's if I connect to a different Wi-Fi network and then upload the dream address, but that's rarely, if ever, going to happen. So, we are going to, let me just, let me, whoop-de-doo. Pop that down here. I'm going to pretty it up later, but just so I don't forget to do it. BA 5372 5148 9280. There we go. So this is just so I can pretty it up later and put it in a nice little thing. There we go. So our dream address is set. There we go. So, what happens is any changes that I make to Muffintown after this point will not be included in the dream. However, I can upload the dream address once per day. So every day that I play, I do not play this game every day. I would love to, but I'm an adult with responsibilities and all that generous crap. So I do not play the set game every day, but every day that I do play, I will aim to update the dream address, not the dream address, the dream of Muffintown. So anytime you visit, you are 89% sure to get the correct, the most up-to-date version of Muffintown. So, you may surprise others by sharing the dream of Muffintown. Once again, hopefully when we visit Muffintown again, there's going to be more changes. And we're going to spend some time going over those changes. We're going to spend some time with our villagers. And we're going to explore what's going to happen in the future as well. And again, in between all those times, you can always visit our dream address. And every so often, we'll have days of Animal Crossing where we just go to other people's dream addresses, check out their places. And when those days happen, I will let you know in advance. So if there's any dream addresses that you want to submit, or if you want to submit your own town, you can also do that. But for now, I think it is time to go to bed in Animal Crossing. You can't turn this off. There you go. We're just going to sleep with the lava lamp on. Which, to be fair, sounds really good. I would totally sleep with the lava lamp on. I suppose it's not really safe, but I totally do it anyway, right? Alrighty, we are going to take a 5-minute break, and then we are going to hopefully either finish or get close to finishing our Zelda randomizer. So don't go anywhere. Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a blanket, grab an aircon, grab your favorite Switch game and play some cozy games with me while watching me play games. Grab a Polaroid picture and shake it like a Polaroid picture. Except don't do that, because that's actually really bad for your Polaroid pictures. So, don't go anywhere. We will be back in 5 minutes, and I will see you then. Bye! Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a lovely break. Where's my controller? There's my controller. Hello, hello. I hope you had a lovely break. Let's get into it. Let's pop the game there. Controller. I grabbed a pineapple with pizza. A pizza with pineapple. Honestly, okay. I need to hear everyone's opinion on the pineapple pizza debate. Cause I don't mind pineapple on pizza, and I can't tell if that's like a horrible opinion or not. But pineapple on pizza kind of slaps. Just saying. And the donks redeemed 2 truths, 1 lie with Salbow. Ooh, okay. Thank you for that, donks. Let's get that going. We're gonna set that up as a gamba because we've only had 1 gamba today, and I feel like we should do that again. 2 truths, 1 lie. Now I've got to think about this. You like it. I like pineapple with pizza. I feel it's kind of banging. Alrighty, I have 2 truths, 1 lie, because I just randomly plucked like 3 random things out of the air. Alrighty, hear me out on this 2 truths, 1 lie. 2 truths, 1 lie. You've got to vote for what you think is the lie. First one is, I currently have a big cut on my lip. Secondly, I spent my pre-stream time, so I usually have an hour between work and stream. I spent that time hanging up Christmas lights. And number 3, I received 6 separate photos of people's hair today. You choose which one you think is the lie. You've got 5 minutes on that one. So don't forget to get in your channel points on that one. I will not be providing any context until the end. Just saying. But that's it. Yeah. Don't forget to get in your channel points for that. Alrighty, Vegemite, let's go. I have no idea what we were doing last time. Just saying. I think our best bet moving forward is to just... I think let's just go around to dungeons. Let's just go around visiting... Oh, I forgot the location rando. Okay. Yep. Now I'm starting to remember a little bit more. Okay, let's go... Yeah. I remember we were looking for Deku Tree, which I think is GTG. We think is GTG, which makes no sense with the logic. It's slowly coming back to me. And then we got really frustrated and I stopped playing. So, I think let's go explore some dungeons. See if that provides us any answers. Alrighty. 77% of people believe the lie is that I hung up Christmas lights before stream today. And then 23% of people think that the lie is that I received 6 separate photos of people's hair. You let me know what you think. I'm not providing the answer quite just yet, so get in your channel points. Alright, no, I did the 2 truths, 1 lie. We are good. For a second there, I thought I forgot to do it, and I was literally just talking about it. Oops. Alrighty, what do I have and what don't I have? Okay, we've got light arrows, no magic though. And I have Bolero and Requiem. What was Requiem? Let's go see what Requiem was, because I have no idea. I've lost all sense of what everything is right now. Alright. is what I'm looking for right now. Hence the title of this video, just saying. Oh, DC. Yeah, I guess we can do DC. There's nothing really stopping us from doing DC. Alrighty, Vegemites. How's everyone going? How's everyone feeling? Is it still as hot as ever for everyone? Because I'm still sweating. And it's still sunlight outside for me, so... Progressive hookshot can be found around Lake Hylia. We already collected that, so that's fine. We're going to ignore you. Let's go this way. Whee! Is it? Yeah, I was going to say, is it still really hot for people here, wherever they are? Because that's a trap, we knew that. Ooh. If that had yeeted us a little bit further, we could have collected the sculpture there. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I love warm weather. I love summer. I love warm weather. I love going to the beach. I love being active. I love going for jogs. I love swimming. But when I'm inside of my home overnight, give me 12 degrees. Seriously, give me 8 degrees. Give me nothing. Like, give me 0 degrees. And a blanket. I can't stand... The only time I can't stand the heat in summer is when I'm relaxing overnight. Or trying to go to sleep. Trying to go to sleep is the worst. Where's my Deku sticks? Alrighty. Whee! Perfect! Hello, Ida. Wow, that actually, okay, that worked. I didn't think that would work because you normally can't hit them. Alright, there we go. Also, I do need to add a trap for that one before. And for whatever this is, I'm adding a trap. No? Okay, excellent. So we're sitting at 86 traps, and I know I've forgotten quite a few. So 86 traps, and it's on the second lowest setting of traps. That's pretty funny. How many times can I say the word trap in a sentence? Who knows? Also, Soup, I didn't acknowledge this before, but you sent 30 gift subs this year. That is absolutely astounding. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And also you didn't have to, but I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Alrighty. Why am I even thinking about fighting them? Go away. I'm just wanting to check the pots. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright. Thank you, sticks. So, I'm still using my kitchen chair for, like, one of my kitchen table chairs, for streaming. Because, I have not yet replaced my desk chair. That is a Boxing Day sale item, I believe. I fear. Which, you know what? Christmas is, like, not that far away. We're good. We're fine. I can survive. But, what I can't survive with is the fact that these chairs do not have very good lumbar support. So if you see me leaning back a lot more when I'm streaming, it's purely just because I need all the lumbar support I can get. There we go. Red potion MM for 10 rupees. That actually... Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. I think this looks foolish. I was gonna say, based on everything we haven't received so far, I fear this is foolish. Yeah. There's no grass or anything on the ground, is there? I don't think so, but I've never actually bothered checking the ground here before. No, not by the looks of it. Excellent. Alright, let's continue on. Sorry, I just wanted to check that because I've never actually checked to see if there's any grass here before. But yeah, so if you see me leaning back like this, it's purely just because Ow, my back. If it affects the volume or anything at all, please let me know. Because I have no way of knowing otherwise. Alright, let's do this. So what we're going through here, I want to talk about something really fun. So, I've mentioned quite a few times I have some sisters, obviously. Not obviously, but I have some sisters. I've mentioned that quite a few times. And one of them is playing through Majora's Mask for the first time ever. First time ever by themselves. It's been like we used to play Majora's Mask with my parents and all that as kids and stuff like that. But essentially, I can't actually speak for my sister on this sense. But for myself, at the very least, my idea of playing Majora's Mask when I was a kid was essentially just doing half of the Anju and Cafe side quest, cutting a lot of grass, and then just rinse and repeat. That was it. So, I don't know if it's the exact same for them, but that's how it was for me anyway. So, I don't know why that looked different for a second there. Probably fairly similar experience for my sister, because we were both fairly, not young, but we were on the younger side, at least. Anyway, so my sister's playing through Majora's Mask for the first time as an adult by herself. Super exciting, super awesome. Sort of sucks for you, Salbell. Why is that? Why is that? Why would it suck? I'm not gonna lie, this has been a really fun experience watching her play. I don't know why I collected that, we didn't need to. But yeah, it's not playing much when you were young. Oh, right. Yes and no. Yes and no. Well, that's definitely not what I wanted to do, but sure. Pop off, Queen, I guess. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, playing when I was a little... Not playing much when I was a kid wasn't so bad. No, not your sister, that sounds hilarious. It's slightly chaotic. It is, and I will get back to that in a second, because it absolutely is. No, not playing much as a kid didn't really bother me, because I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed watching people watching. And number two, ooh, trap. Oh! Yay! Yay! Oh! Okay. I was not expecting that. I've never had something in that singular patch of grass before. I've never had something grow in this one patch of grass before. That's so exciting. Yes, Fierce Deity is also really cool as well. I'm very excited about Fierce Deity, but I've never had something in that one singular patch of grass before, and that is so exciting. Anyway. I too love the dog emotes. They're so cool. Get back there. Yes, so, yeah, not playing much as a kid didn't really bother me. I really liked watching other people play, and I also I would sit there with the walkthrough. And, nothing! Thanks, game! Yeah, I would sit there with the walkthrough, and I would just read the walkthrough religiously. In fact, my parents kept having to confiscate the walkthrough from me because I would take it to bed with me. I wasn't obsessed with what are you talking about? I played a lot of Zelda. I loved Zelda from a very early age. Even if I didn't play it as much around my family, I still played it a lot in my own time. I would wake up, my mum would work Sundays, and Sundays were our sleeping days. Not because my mum worked, but just in general. Even when my mum didn't work, we had sleeping days. And we were allowed to sleep in until 10 a.m. That was the latest we were allowed to sleep until, but we were able to sleep in until 10 a.m. See, if it's not their turn, you can't hit them with the arrows. Anyway, this is not the most effective way of fighting this. I am aware, but who cares? There we go. Where are you at? Well, that wasn't even close. There we go. Yes. So I would used to we would used to be able to sleep until 10 a.m. I would wake up at 7 a.m. to play Zelda before anyone else in the family, like before my sister woke up or before my dad realized I was awake. So I never truly missed out. Also, it was really fun sitting there going, watching my mom run in circles and then going, actually, this is what you're supposed to do. I really liked being an know-it-all when it came to Zelda. Can you tell? I feel like that hasn't changed much. But yeah, so, yeah, my sister's playing through Majora's Mask for the first time. Really exciting for her. And the other day she called me and she was like, so, I don't know how to collect this one stray fairy. And I'm like, okay, Gerudo Mask for 10 rupees, we already own that, so that's a trap. Why did I buy it? Excellent. Oh, also, we need to count one chapter before. There we go. So you might be wondering why I'm not using the mirror shield. The mirror shield actually cannot reflect Deku Nuts. It can't reflect Deku Nuts. Which is why I don't use it. That's redundant, but you know what I mean. So yeah, she called me and she's like, I can't figure out how to collect this one stray fairy. It is under. And I went, so you're in Woodfall Temple. And it's the one under the crossbeams in the water. And she went, how do you know? I'm like, this is my game. This is my game. Of course I know. Of course I know. Come on. And it turned into what started as a simple question ended up with me sitting on FaceTime with her for well over an hour. Just being sort of not only a verbal walkthrough, but also just watching her play. And it was so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tempted to be like, anytime you want to play, go, you know, send me a message on FaceTime, please. Like, call me. Genuinely so much fun. And I watch streamers all the time, but there's something thrilling about watching a family member play through an important game for the first time. So oh god, I really enjoyed that. That was fun. Ow. Alrighty, also, I forgot to mention that our 2 Truths, 1 Lie is now ready. Ooh, that was nice timing. 2 Truths, 1 Lie is now ready to call. Bear with me for a second, and then we'll call it. There's a chest here that I keep forgetting about. I have always forgotten about this chest. It is a bad chest to forget, because it can have something in it sometimes. I've never had anything in it before, but it can, in theory, have something in it. Alright, we'll check that in a second. No, get back. There we go. I think it's great. Ooh, chest. I think it's great watching someone have zero idea what to do. Watching them be new and having new experiences is amazing. Absolutely, that's exactly it. And watching their, watching them, the ta-da moment. Oh crap! Watching the ta-da moment as they finally hit something that they've been trying to figure out for ages, or they beat the boss that they beat a boss that they've never beaten before, or whatever. So good, so good. Especially if it's someone you know and love. It's so good. There's very few feelings. Okay. It's a trivial thing. Alright, let's go finally see what track we get for this. It's a very cool feeling. There's nothing, it's so trivial, but there's nothing quite like having the, apologies, nice. Having a to-do, like a ta-da moment in video games, or a big win in video games. It's sometimes not the biggest feel, it's not you know, winning the lottery levels and exciting or whatever. but it is an underrated pleasure. Just being able to have that ta-da moment. Where's the grass? There's the grass. Nothing. Okay, cool. I still remember some of my biggest gaming wins, and it's just spectacular. Here we go. Alright, 2 truths, 1 lie. Right, sorry, I keep forgetting. Oops. Alright, so the 2 truths, 1 lie option, what were they again? Hang on, let me pull it up, because I actually don't remember what I said. I have a cut on my lip. I hung my Christmas lights today, and before stream, and I received exactly 6 photos of people's hair today. I didn't see it up. Oh, I announced it I announced it about 5-10 minutes ago, but that's okay. You can always join in the next one. So I can tell you the lie is I did not receive 6 photos of hair today. Congratulations to whoever won that. Who was that? That was Jay Buckrums. Very good. I did not receive 6 photos of people's hair today. I have received 4 photos of people's hair today. Sounds super weird out of context, and yeah. Sounds super weird out of context. That's weird things to have photos of. See? Yeah, context. I am currently, as I mentioned quite a few times, wedding planning. And I've been trying to decide on hairstyles for my bridesmaids. So I had them send over pictures of their hair, just so I can send them to the hairdresser to see if, just to see if they're happy to go ahead with everything. I will be receiving 6. I have yet only received 4. So the lie is I have not received 6 today yet. But I mean, yeah, could be. Stonks, yes, congratulations on your rising stonks, J Buckrums. That's exciting. What's the boss gonna be for this, do you reckon? Alright, let's see what the boss is. Baronade! We can't do anything here. We're gonna check the pots, and then we're gonna dash. We literally can't do anything with this. Alright. So, I did spend, oh! We've got a loach! Nice! Go us! And the fire medallion. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna get electrocuted in a second here. Whee! Alright, anything else here? Nothing! Alright. Let's save and quit and go back to dungeon entrance. How many what medallions do we have now? Do we have the water medallion? No. Okay. Cool. Excellent. There's nothing I'm missing here. I don't think so. I think this is a full clear. Go us! Yes, so I did spend half an hour hanging Christmas lights, before I started here, before I started streaming. And I do have a cut on my lip, and it is really annoying the crap out of me right now. I can't lie. It is really annoying me. Alright. We're gonna warp to Death Mountain purely because we don't really have any other warp songs in Ocarina of Time. Let's see what Fire Temple is. I remember it being something that I didn't necessarily want to do or couldn't do anything with. Maybe it's water. I think it's water. Water. I was right. Excellent. Let's go. There is literally nothing we can do in water at the moment. So let's skadoosh out of here and go see what let's go see what DMC leads to. That's a good idea. DMC, no, Dodongo's Cabin. You guys know what I meant, DC. Alright. let's move this bad boy out the way, and let's go. Alright, we are going to be getting started on our next set of Gampers very soon, I promise. Do we have saris? No, but I didn't keep this tracker very well updated. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Alright. Let's go see what Todongo's cab is. This is our next good place to go. Then we'll go back and check Deku Tree, which I think is Ganon's Tower, and Forest Temple, which I think is Clock Tower roof, maybe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to remember a lot of this. Let's also check to see if we did this. So what do we need for winning right now? We need magic, we need Master Sword, and we need Shadow Medallion. That's it. That's all we need. Magic, Master Sword, Shadow Medallion. And we know that Master Sword is in the Deku Tree. Or at least, we have a very good feeling that Master Sword is in the Deku Tree. It said Deku Tree is on the path to time travel. We have Song of Time, so the only other thing that could be time travel is Master Sword. That's it. Ooh, excellent. What is this? Fire Temple. There's really not too much we can do here. Did we do a little bit of this? No, we haven't done anything here yet. Okay. Let's just check like a few things. Okay, that's nothing by the looks of it. I'm essentially just going to check a few pots. And one or two things up in the other side of the first room, and then we're gonna leave because there's not too much we can do here. Bomb shoes. Okay, nothing. All right. I did mention before that I want to see Iron Boots. Purely because Iron Boots is going to unlock Bottom of the Well and Water Temple for us, which just means more checks. That's essentially it. This room is much easier to navigate once you realize that you can just run along the seams for pretty much everything. I think we did hear that this is foolish, from what I remember, but we're just going to still go through just in case. And as per always, the general rule is if they don't give me anything of value, they do not get to get rescued. Like, sorry, too bad. Too bad, too sad, you're done. No, that's just a spatula, that's fine. Like I said, this room becomes dirt easy the moment you realize you can just run across the edges. Even this is not so bad because you just take a little bit of damage each time. And that's it. That's all the damage we took. That's little damage. That's basically nothing. I remember as a kid watching my parents agonize over all the platforming in this room for ages. So it's really nice to not actually have to do any of it. When you get to the fire challenge, like the fire trial in Ganon's castle, a bit different. But here, super sweet, super simple. What, Navi? What do you want? They say the Ocarina of Time is the better game. I don't know about that one, but sure. Whatever you want to say, Navi. Whatever you want to say. Alright, we're gonna leave the rest of this till later. I don't think there's particularly too much we can really do here beyond this point. And to be honest, there's not much I would want to do as a child beyond this point. A lot of this stuff just becomes really tedious and annoying as a child. Where does this lead to? Because I know this doesn't lead to CAC, so where does this lead to? Oh, okay. First and foremost, let's... What? No. 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 No! Okay. Yes! Finally! That should not have been so hard. That wasn't the game, that was me. That should not have been so hard. Write that down. I am fairly certain I do have it written down somewhere. Yeah, I do. That's embarrassing. To be fair, last time, once again, I did accidentally just straight up stop taking notes. Oops. Oh, actually, sorry, something that I just got reminded of. Because we were so short on time last time when we were in the final hours, I didn't realize Reverse Song of Time and Requiem sounded so similar. Yes, it really does, doesn't it? It really sounds similar. Hey, Baldhead! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. Let's get that shout out going. Absolutely. Shout out. There we go. Thank you so... Oh, thank you for the follow, Rando Realm. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Baldhead, for the raid. How was stream? How was it? How you going? Hello, howdy. Yes, howdy indeed. How's it going? How was stream? We are in the middle of a Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo randomizer, where we are trying to. We have only a few items left for our win condition, so we're trying to find those last few items. That's fairly redundant. Was good testing out a new fork of ship that Rando Realm created. Hey, that's awesome! That's super cool! I do like ship. So in-game audio is doubled. Oh, thank you. I keep always doing that. There we go. So when I do when I set up this Milk Road, that leads to Great Bay. Let's check to see what Gorman Brothers is selling. Thank you so much for that. When I set up my break screen, it doesn't actually capture the gameplay, so I have to double it, and then I keep forgetting to turn it off. Okay. I do, no. I do love Shipperfanican, so that's awesome. Yeah, welcome in. For anyone who's not, who's never seen me before, I'm Salbel. I play a lot of Ocarina, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina Majora's Mask combined randomizers. And I explain a lot about Zelda stuff while I do. Yeah, feel free to come join us for the fun. It's always a chaotic time here. We also have an Animal Crossing town that we sometimes visit as well. So there. Yeah, no, that sounds like an awesome stream, Volthead. That's awesome. We need 3 items. There looks like there's nothing there. Hello, you. We have eye drops, nice. And a shock trap. Excellent. We have very little that we need in order to beat this game. So in order to beat the game, we need the Master Sword, the Shadow Medallion, and Magic. That's it. And in all honesty, once we get Magic, a whole bunch of checks will open up for us. I am hoping for the Iron Boots as well, because the Iron Boots are going to open up 2 new dungeons for us, which I think is going to be awesome. Alrighty. No! Sally. Oh, excellent. that. Screw that noise. Let's just do that. We do have hookshot on anywhere, but I try not to use it too much. It's just for when I get really impatient. Alright, we are going to go back to the grass on Milk Road later. We just don't have a good way of doing a nice spin attack for that. What I want to do next is go to find where Mountain Village is. Adult fish 4 pounds. Excellent. Thanks, game. I want to find where Mountain Village is. Primarily because, as I recall, last time we were there, we did not actually do the shrine thing because of the lack of time. So we were there on night of the final day with like 3 minutes left before Moon Crash. So we never did the Goron Shrine with the 3 chests and the 2 grass patches. This is... oh, okay. I did not write any of this down. Wow. Okay. You know what? This is fine, because we can also check what Deku Tree and Forest Temple are while we're here. It works out. Like I said, this my gameplay is often chaotic, and that's because I have too many thoughts all running at once. But we do always get to the goal. So, I consider that a win. Alrighty. We are going to be setting up a new game very soon, by the way. We're just going to see what's happening here first. This is Ganon? No, this is Stone Tower. Wow. I did not write any of this down. We're not doing that. No, thank you. We also know that Inverted Stone Tower is foolish, so that's perfect. Oh, ban in-game action rock and roll, baby. Rolling on the river, non-stop rolling for 5 minutes. Yes, including Goron. Alright, you are on. Thank you for the challenge. 5-minute timer, please.
5 minutes, starting now.
Excellent. So we are being challenged to non-stop roll everywhere, no matter what. And I will take that action. Also, I love the reference. What a crazy gigantal shuffle that is forever alone. Oh, yeah. It is indeed. It is indeed. We are, thank God bonks don't do damage, just saying. We have so many checks. So we have Grass Rando, Pot Rando, Fairy Fountain Rando, Dungeon Rando, so all the dungeons are shuffled, all of the major areas are shuffled, all the bosses are shuffled. Thank God we didn't shuffle doors and grottos, because, get in the hole, thank you. Did we do this? No, we did not. Okay, good to know. And it was not worth it. Okay, so like max settings. Not complete max settings, but close to, yeah. So Shop Rando is on. Scrub Rando is on. There are certain things, so Fishing Rando is on. There are certain things like, all crates and barrels are also randoed. I don't think, I know for a fact that butterflies aren't randomized. I don't believe beehives aren't randomized, actually, I know that one for certain. And I don't believe boulders are randomized, which is absolutely something that can happen. I don't think we randomize boulder drops, but we have yet to find Master Sword to check adult boulders. So that's a whole thing. Nothing. Let's go. Perfect, we are. We get to the end and I always sit there and go, no, there's another room. I always forget that there's the end. Oh, no. Did we do this last time? This is the thing. I never write anything down. I don't use a check tracker. Yeah, we did this last time. That's fine. I don't use a check tracker. I don't do any of that. I just go off vibes. And I always forget what we do and don't do. I don't even... I wrote down about 5 shuffle locations and then called it a day. I should be really careful here, shouldn't I? I didn't think about that. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I knew we had a fairy. That's why I wasn't concerned. Yeah. I had this all planned out, you see. Alright. Let's go see what Forest Temple is. I think Forest Temple... I'm fairly certain Forest Temple is Roof. But we'll still check just to be sure, because clearly I'm not remembering anything well. Alright, then we're going to continue on to find Goron Shrine, because that might actually be a good idea. There's so many checks in there. Because there's so many checks and almost max settings, as I've said. Roof. Okay, Oath to Order in Desert Colossus. We have in fact found Oath to Order in Desert Colossus. Let's go back to spawn. Yeah, because we have so many settings enabled. In order to make this slightly easier on ourselves, we do have a few quality of life things. For example, Bunnyhood will always make us run faster. We have Hookshot on anywhere. However, that's mostly because I suck at aiming, and my controller does not help me with that. I need to get a new good controller. And then lastly, stuff like Fierce Deity on is Fierce Deity everywhere is on and stuff like that, which is purely just, oh no, it's so good. Lomon is vanilla. What's CAC? Did I write where Mountain Village is? No. I know that Hyrule Field to Lake, oh wait, hang on. There's our 5-minute timer on our rolling challenge. Thank you so much for that. Hyrule to CAC is Southern Swamp. CAC to Death Mountain Trail is Gerudo Valley. Hyrule to Kikiri is Zora. Hyrule to Lake is Romani. Hyrule to Gerudo Valley is Gerudo Fortress. So, this is not going to be Lon Lon Vanilla. Yeah, Lon Lon I remember as Vanilla. Absolutely. So then it's got to be Majora's Mask somewhere. Where the hell is Mountain Village? These are the things I never remember. Yay! I'm fairly certain I'm correct. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm correct in saying that Romani Ranch is Great Bay. That one I remember off the top of my head because it took us so long to find Cow Grotto. So, why am I here? That makes me think that... what about Hyrule to Gerudo or Gerudo to Desert? Gerudo to Desert we can't even check anyway. But that would be, I don't think that's considered a whole new area. Hyrule to Gerudo Valley is Gerudo Fortress. I know, it's confusing me too. Or Desert to Colossus. I don't think those are randomized. I don't think they can be randomized. I think it's something like Clocktown to Hyrule to Termina Field, where it's not randomized. That goes back to Lake Hylia. Let's check Arcana Canyon. Road to Arcana. Let's do that. I'm walking in the complete opposite direction now, but let's do that. We will eventually find it. I have every faith in that. It's just a matter of... Oops, where is she? Again, I'm really not good at writing these things down. But I swear we've been to Stone Tower like 5 times. Wait, of course we have. Is Arcana vanilla? Arcana Canyon might be vanilla. Wait. Arcana might actually be vanilla now that I think about it. Okay, Stone Tower I remember was nothing special for us. Nothing worth visiting. At the moment, at least. There we go. so this is a Kana Canyon here. Let's see. Let's see where this leads to. I'm fairly certain it's vanilla. Now that I think about it, I'm fairly certain it's vanilla. Yeah, it's vanilla. Okay, so I was right in this aspect at least. And we've done night 1 and 2 of Graves, and we know Dampe is foolish, so we don't necessarily have to do that. There are 6 pots in day 3 Grave, so if we get really desperate for checks, we can go there. But I'm fairly comfortable with saying that that's fine. Okay. Where on earth is Mountain Village? Okay. New game plan here. There we go. Now, I know that we've done Swamp Spider House and we've done the grottos here, and we've also done Deku Palace, so we don't need to do any of this. What we can do is, now that we have Fierce Stady, it just makes it really easy to come up here. Wow, that's soft. Sometimes that jump just doesn't work. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Okay. Let's just do it vanilla. Clearly the jump's not working for me today. There we go. Alright. I'm fairly certain we did Song of Soaring check, right? Yes, we did. Perfect. Alright. This should, in theory, be vanilla, but we're just double checking it. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And there was nothing of value here. That's fine. Where the hell is... Okay. Nice. And this is vanilla also. This would be vanilla. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Your girl's a little confounded now, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Alright, let's go back to the front of Castletown. There we go. London is vanilla, right? I'm like 99% sure it's vanilla because we also cleared it. Oh. Yeah. Okay, yep. Ducky, you might have been right. I'm happy to concede that you're probably right. Let's go to the CAC entrance. Wait. Where's CAC again? Oh, crap. Where the hell is Kakariko? Or Kakariko? Or however you want to pronounce it? Do we... Okay. Bear with me for a second, I'm thinking. The old noodle's not what she used to be, so just bear with me for a hot minute. That's from Marnie. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. I should start writing things down. Okay, wait, no. I know I'm changing my mind 15 times. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan, people. I don't know what you're talking about. I've got a plan. I know everything. I know everything. We're good. We're Chi. We're T. We're chilling. We're G. Alright. Boom. Let's go up here. Whee! Alright. Hi, Muffy. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but Muffin's just started crying in the background. Hello, darling. So if anyone who hasn't been here before, Muffins is my darling cat, who is also a complete nutter gremlin. She sometimes interrupts our stream, and it's beautiful. Write shit down. I will attempt to do that on future terms, Ducky. I promise. Okay, I know we've already climbed down here, but bear with me. There we go. I don't know why I'm a Zora now, but pop off queen. Alright. Perfect. Okay. We're cooking. Actually, I could have done this a much faster way. We're gonna do this the much faster way. We're gonna use the shortcut to get down to Cac. See? We're finally using our noodle. And then we're gonna figure out where Cac is, and I'm gonna write it down. She's braining over here. I was about to say she's hanging brain, but that has a totally different meaning, doesn't it? Oopsies! Alright. I know you don't sell us anything, that's fine. Let's jump up here. And let's also check to make sure we have done the grotto. I know we did skip over this grotto originally. I think we've come back for it, but let's just double check. It's always better to double check to see if you've done something rather than assume that you have when you haven't. You know what I mean? Looks like nothing's here, so cool. Yep, we have been here before. That's perfectly fine. Alright. Excellent. Now we can exit out this way, and the owl will be here to take us down to Cac. See? She's got the brain power. Took us a while, but she got the brain power. We can also just quickly do Great Fairy check up here. Hey! Hey, Muffy. I don't know if you can see it filing in now the background. Hey, Muffy. Hey, is it true that some things in OOT were mentioned in the game, so you need to rely on walkthroughs or word of mouth, like the fairy behind Jabu Jabu? Yeah, so, a lot of things, the game, Ocarina of Time really heavily relied on you to do a lot of exploration. They wanted to recreate that Zelda 1 feeling. So, for a lot of people who haven't played Zelda 1, which I'd wager is quite a few of you, Zelda 1, you had no sort of, really, you had no cutscenes. You got one line of text at the beginning of the game, and it's dangerous to go alone, take this, and you got a sword. That's it. That's all you had. No context, no real guide or anything like that. You had to rely on walkthroughs and the manual that came with the game. And they really wanted to recreate that feeling for a lot of it. That sense of adventure, that sense of making you explore. And then they recreated that again for for Breath of the Wild. Which, you know what, they did a really good job doing. So because of that, some of these things in the game, like the fairy found behind Jabu Jabu, and some other little secrets like that, a lot of the grottos They didn't make a note anywhere in the game. I think maybe a gossip stone or two. Do I not have that written down? I do not have that written down. That's embarrassing. Yeah, a lot of these things they purposely didn't include in any hints in the game, so you had to recreate that feeling of exploration, which is really cool if you think about it. We found Cac, yes we did. All right. This is Gerudo Valley. We knew that. What we did last time we were here was we hookshotted up here and snuck around the guards. And this led us to somewhere new. Let's go check to see what that was. Believe it or not, those guards will catch you and kick you out, even though there is no possible way for you to really get across that bridge. They made sure that those guards could catch you and kick you out if you happen to get away. And here is Mountain Village. See, it's coming back. At a certain point, it starts coming back to you, right? Alright. Now, a lot of what we need to do in Mountain Village, such as the smithy and the Goron lullaby check, we can't do without magic. But the Goron Shrine is the one thing that we could do here. Oh, whoa, snowballs. I thought I hit all the snowballs. Did I not hit all the snowballs before? Oh, that's a trap. We're still going to collect it so I don't have this moment of confusion in the future, but that's fine. This is why I collect all the traps, is just so I don't have that moment of, oh god, did I forget to explore this area? That's Nehru's love, that's legit. Yeah, see, eventually it does come back to me. It lends itself to a lot of unpredictability. And that's why I'm saying it's a good thing, right? I will try and be more diligent with writing stuff down. Alright. There we go. We didn't do the Goron Shrine because we were in our final minutes, and I mean that in a very big way. Did we do anything in here? There we go. Welcome to the most annoying sound in Zelda. Is that an owl statue? Owl statue, Southern Swamp. Did we not already have that? It's a trap, of course it is. Perfect. Wonderful. Thanks, game. Thanks, Shane. Alright. Nothing here. We're just gonna check the pots upstairs, and then we are out of here. There have been a lot of weird and annoying sound effects in Zelda. This truly is it. This is the most annoying. Excellent. Pieces of heart. We'll always take health. We don't death abuse that much here, so I will always take the health when we get it. Yeah, I'm with you right there, pal. Alright. Yes, Tattle, I know. We only have like 28 hours. And the rest. Alright. Did we clear out the Peebles in this area? Okay. Look for magic. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Alright. We will check the shrine here, and if magic isn't in there, we will absolutely look for magic. How about that? Odd potion. I have no reason to believe that magic. I have no reason to believe that magic is in there. But if it is in there and you've just wasted your points, I feel bad. So if magic isn't in here, we will look for magic. If magic is in here, on like the off chance, I will let you pick something else. There we go. I always feel bad. That's why I sort of check out an area. Like if we're about to go check out a dense area, that's why I sort of wait off, just so I make sure you're not wasting your points. Whoopsies. Alright, let's try this again. But thank you so much for redeeming points for that. I am very excited. Let's go. Boom, And boom. Alright. Oh, okay. That's a trap. We don't have magic for lens. We do have lens, but we don't have magic for lens. Excellent. Let's get out our bombs just to start blasting. So anyway, I started blasting. Whee! Not necessarily a dirt. You might, yeah, it's... I've done that so many times. I sit there and go, why didn't I just use Lens of Truth? And then I forget. Drain trap. Excellent. And that's another trap. We're about to die in here. I knew that. We copped the L. It was funny. Oh, right. We have another fairy. Sometimes it's just funny to cop the L. Iron boots. Iron boots. I don't know why I'm pointing at you aggressively, but iron boots. Okay. That opens up bottom of the well and water temple for us, so we can go see what they are. And another trap. Excellent. And then, give me that. L to the W. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see where magic is. So, thank you for redeeming points for that. Let's see where magic is. And then we can go check out what, water and bottom of the well are, because that's just going to open up so much for us, potentially. Sorry, I've just got to find and open the spoiler log. Bear with me. Oh, he's shivering. That's so cute. That is actually really adorable. And he's sneezing. Poor little Link. Progressive magic. Magic. Upgrade. There we go. Hang on, what? What? Oh! We're back, I think. We're back. Excellent. No, we're not. What do you mean we're not back? Am I not reconnected? Alright. Are we in fact back? Okay, I'm gonna say we're back. Hopefully. Hopefully we're back. Alright. Excellent. Okay, yes, we're back. I can see it. Alright, excellent. Perfect. Whoopsies. Alright, let me refresh my stream. My website. Nope, that did not work in the slightest. Excellent. I have no way of checking what's happening on screen. Wonderful. That's grand. Thanks, game. Thanks. Thanks, computer. Alright. Sorry, guys. Bear with me so I can pull up everything. Alright. Yep, hi, you got us because we got you. There we go. Alright. I no longer can see anything that happens on my computer except for the gameplay. I can't see Twitch on my computer. I can't see much of anything. So we're going to see how we go with this. There we go. Is that going to work? No, barely didn't. That's fine. Have you got chat? I do on my phone. That's fine. I do on my phone. Hopefully this will sort itself out in a second. I've also forgotten... Oh, there it is. Okay. I've also forgotten the way back, in case you couldn't tell. Perfect. And then it should be right in front of me, right? No? There it is. That wasn't it. Yes, it was. Oh! Nope. Get back up there. Get back up there. I do indeed have chat, but I have it on my phone. So I may not be as diligent at reading things, but it's not me ignoring you all, I promise. Alright, let's go back to where we were, and let's go check bottom of the well. Because we know our way back to CAC now. So let's go check bottom of the... Oh, crap. Let's go check bottom of the well, and then let's go from there. And then we can hit return to spawn and go to water temple and see what water temple is. Again, look, we know that GTG is Deku Tree, so we're not going to hit anything super important, but maybe we'll find, what would be good? Ice Cave would be good, actually. Ice Cave would be really good. So the end of Ice Cave has a song, so that might unlock more for us, which would be cool. And then, what else would be good? Secret Shrine? Oh no, Secret Shrine, we've already found that, and it's also not going to be helpful for us. We'll see what we find. Ice Cave would be a really good one. I'll show you what I mean by getting caught by the guards. Actually, what? Excuse me, what? Oh, it's because I have the Gerudo card. I forgot that I have the Gerudo card. If I didn't have the Gerudo card, they would actually catch us there. Hi, Chris. How you going? How's it going? How's your day been? Alright, let me see if I can refresh my browser again. Nope, still not working. Excellent. Perfect. Let me just completely close and reopen my browser. Maybe? 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 Nope. Perfect. Excellent. Alright. We're playing without Twitch for the rest of it, which also means that Gambas are going to be further and fewer between, I'm afraid. Doing pretty well, and you? Apart from the internet issues, we've been feeling pretty good tonight. Doing well. Alright, I want this to be bottom of the well. I have a feeling it's going to be forest. No, not bottom of the well. Ice Cave. What? What? I mean, what? But we checked spoiler log for this and we knew it was GTG. What? Now I'm really confused. I mean, I'm grateful, but what? Okay. Welcome to Deku Tree, I guess. At least this means we'll be getting Master Sword soon, I think. I'm so confused. Apparently it is not GTG, yeah. Apparently. Go us. Woo! Okay, wow. That, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually throwing me for a spin a little bit. Do I have a Deku Shield? Please tell me I do. Thank goodness. If you do not have a Deku Shield, you cannot progress past this room. It sucks. Yes, yes, forgive me, master. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I'm gonna set up... There we go. We are going to spend about 5 minutes going through Deku Tree. In this time, you have got to decide whether or not, if you think the boss is going to be an Ocarina of Time boss or a Majora's Mask boss. That's running live. Yep, excellent. Perfect. Alright, cool. There we go. Well, you technically can. That's if you play with enemy Rando on. That's true. That's very true. If you do play with enemy Rando on, yes, you can get past that room. It's a very specific caveat, though. Is this our Master Sword or is this a trap? This is a trap, isn't it? Oh, big quiver. Okay. I mean, we'll take it. Sure. Pop off, Queen. Actually, what about the grass here? Nothing in the grass by the looks of it. No, cool. I have had cases where I had one randomizer offline where both the Goron and the Deku Mask were in those patches, those grass patches. It was an insane seed. Having two of the three transformation masks in the same grass patch, absolutely bonkers. I don't think I could replicate that again without, you know, Plando. Also, oh my god, the dogs. You redeemed 2 truths, 1 lie. No, wait, you redeemed Zelda fact ages ago, sorry. And I never gave you a Zelda fact. What's a good Zelda fact? Okay. Let's talk about, we're in Ocarina of Time right now, so let's talk about some of the differences and some of the similarities between Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time 3D. Because believe it or not, despite the fact that they are, for the most part, the same game, they're also really different at the same time. So, what's this? For Raw's win. Okay, sure, we'll take that. We'll take that action. So yeah, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time 3D, despite being the same game, also have quite a few differences. But for the most part, it is a very, very true remake. So some of the few differences are, of course, they did fix a lot of the bugs. So they did fix a lot of the glitches. However, they did keep some of the glitches in. And they did keep some, they did add some glitches where they had to patch glitches out. They also included a new way to do the same glitches. So like, what's a good example? There we go. There are technically ways to still get infinite sword glitch, even though you can't get it the normal way anymore. And stuff like that. They did ensure that they did ensure to include a workaround for some of these, to keep the spirit of the game alive, which I think is really cool. So these were made by Grezzo. So it wasn't Nintendo. Nintendo would have removed the glitches within a heartbeat, and we all know it. Nothing against Nintendo. Love Nintendo. Please don't sue me. But yeah, we all know it's true. So yeah, they did remove some of the glitches, and some of them they did add back in alternate ways. The 3DS version also has a variety of new glitches, all unintended, but still very fun. In addition to that, they added the Ocarina as its own dedicated button, so it no longer took up one of the 3 buttons. So you had a 4th button purely for the Ocarina, which is honestly such a lifesaver. Additionally to that, sorry, I just got a weird notification. Master Sword! At long last, we can finally go adult. That is excellent. And we lost all of our health for that. Excellent. There we go. So, There we go. Yeah, there was quite a few, quite a few differences. One of the big differences is, a new hint system in the Temple of Time. So there was a giant gossip stone in the Temple of Time that provided what they call flashes of your future. So it would give you like little snippets of boss fights, little snippets of cutscenes, and little snippets of puzzles. Like a little cutscene showing someone probably at Nintendo playing them. We know this is a trap. Yeah, excellent. Oh, no! No! Crap! Why did I do that? Crap! Well, we're not finishing this dungeon until we get a bloody Deku Shield again. Crap! Why did I do that? We knew that fire traps were a thing here. Alright, that's fine. We'll find a new Deku Shield. We're good, I promise. I'm fairly certain one of the shops nearby sells one, so that's fine. We will get that. Idiota. So yes, it showed snippets of cutscenes as a inbuilt hint system, which I think is really cool. I know a lot of people complain these days about games being too handholdy and hints being too generous, but considering that they made Ocarina of Time to be an introduction to the series for people who had never played it before or for younger players, I think it's a great idea. I think it's great. Look, there are quite a few other changes made as well, but I will say Ocarina of Time 3D remains a very faithful remaster, and a lot of love was put into the game, and it's very evident. I would wager it's probably the best Zelda remake we've had. And I say that as someone who really liked the Link's Awakening DX version, which probably is superior, I guess. And someone who really loved the Link's Awakening Switch version. But no, I would say Ocarina of Time probably is definitely the most faithful and probably the best Zelda remake. But yeah, there you go. There's your random Zelda fact. If you want to hear about the worst Zelda remake, please feel free to also let me know, because that's a story in itself. We're not going to go down there quite just yet, because I want to go find a sword. A shield. Dungeon entrance. Alright. We are going to come back, don't you worry. I'm just going to see if we can find a shield first. Does anyone remember where a shield was? Because Alright, bear with me, hang on. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Up here. Wait, I'm going back the wrong way. Alright, let's go. Alright, it does mean our Gamber is on hold just for a moment or two while I grab a new shield. I've just got to figure out where I'm grabbing it from. Bear with me for a second, because I know there is one around in the area, and I'm just trying to figure it out. Alright. How's our chat looking? Oh! Sorry, Dodonks, I completely missed that. Check spoiler log for an item of your choice. Shield. Thank you, Dodonks. I appreciate it. That would have been painful otherwise, I reckon, for everyone. Alright. Let's check the spoiler log for a Deku Shield. Thank you again, Dodonks. That's awesome. Deku Shield. Hello, Muffy. Okay. Oh my god. She's really not happy with me. Hang on, bear with me, people. Hello, cat. Can everyone say hello, muffins? Hello, everyone. Here we go. Good lord, what is happening in there? Cat! Wait. Believe it or not, she doesn't hate it when I do the cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. She actually doesn't hate it. She will sit still and let me do that. Hang on, Muffy. Sorry, guys, just bear with me for 1 second. There we go. She had a giant ball of gunk on her eye. There you go, darling. Alright, okay, yes, we've got a Deku Shield. We're good. We're going to continue on. We've got a Deku Shield. We are chilling. We're good. We're fine. We're having fun. Don't forget to join at twitch.tv/Sowbell. Excellent. Alright. I was just testing my own internet connection there. It didn't work again. She looks offended. Yeah, she looks mildly offended, but she allows it to happen, which means she likes it enough. Alright. I have to go back to Temple of Time. Okay. That's fine. What we are going to do is we know where Kak is now, so that's fine. I refuse to let this Gamba go. We are coming back to this boss, and we are doing it now. So we are just going to quickly go back to Hyrule Castle, go back to Temple of Time, change into an adult. Do we have Forest Medallion? I don't think we do. No, but we have... Okay. We don't have Forest Medallion, so we can't get the Prelude of Light check, but that's fine. Adult means we can also start unlocking a whole bunch of songs, which is hopefully going to help us a lot. We are cooking, people. We are there. We are there. We need magic, and we need Shadow Medallion. And we know where magic is, and we're about to get Shadow. We're about to find out where Shadow Medallion is. So we are doing really good, guys. I think we can beat this tonight. Only if people are interested, of course. Only if you're interested. Alright. What did gathering these three give us again? Elegy, that's right. That's fine. We don't need Elegy. Now that we have we have the Stone Tower Owl statue, we don't need it. Alright, finally, at long last, we are an adult. How excellent is that? And we get nothing really for it. Excellent. Alright, let's find out where Shadow Medallion is. Hyrule Field, Jabby Jabby, Dodongo's Cavern, Snowhead Temple. Okay. In Snowhead. And I know where Snowhead is. I know where Snowhead is. I wrote something down. Haha. Do you know how actually, like, I'm tickled pink that I actually wrote something down. I'm just astounded that I wrote it down. Let's be real here. Alright. Let's go back to Kak and go collect our new Deku Shield. About time, right? We can also check the shops in Kak now that we're adult as well. I don't think anything's of value is going to be there, but we can at least check it at the very least. At least check it at the very least. Excellent. Great. How are we all feeling? How are we all doing? We're feeling good? We're feeling fine? We're feeling ready? We are in the home stretch, people. Alright. We do a wee bit of a turnaround, and boom! Yes! Let's go! We are not going to be squandering that any further. I do have age change for Soccer Time on, right? Okay. Oh, for a second there I thought we didn't have it on, and that would have been really rough. That's alright, we've got this. Which one was the worst? Sorry, I was listening without being near my phone. I want to know what the worst remaster and you redeemed Zelda fact for it. Thank you for redeeming a Zelda fact. Yeah, let's talk about the worst Zelda remake of all time. It's Majora's Mask 3D, and it doesn't even come close. It is by far the worst Zelda remake, and there's no in between. And you should know how seriously I take it. Majora's Mask is my favorite video game of all time, bar none. So the fact that I'm saying this about my favorite video game of all time shows how badly desperate I am. Like, how badly desperate, I mean that too. But how deadly serious I am. Whee! I'm not just gonna leave it there. I'm actually gonna provide you a reason. But we are also about to figure out what the gamble is, so just bear with me for a sec. We are gonna have the result of that gamble. Whether or not we can actually fight the boss is a different story. But is it Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time? Oh, a Dolwa! Alright. Choosing that outcome there. It is Majora's Mask. I can't see who won. Go to Ducky! Well done. Congratulations, Ducky. Let's do this. Dolwa is probably the one Majora's Mask boss that we can do right now. Oh, for God's sake, come on, man. There we go. Done. Easy. Nice. Alright. Sorry, I've just got to pull chat back up again so I can see what's happening. Alright. There we go. Oh, phew, he's so freaky. He is. And that's for our troubles, we get a trap. Excellent. We're gonna quickly check the grass around here. Looks like we get nothing of value, really. Let's just run around the room checking grass while I explain why Majora's Mask is the worst remake of all time. Or at least the worst Zelda remake of all time. Let's talk Majora's Mask. Number one, the care and the absolute care. There we go. The care and devotion that they showed, and the very clear reverence for Ocarina of Time that they showed. Spirit is more for nice. Is not evident in Majora's Mask at all. In fact, it is Nocturne. Nice. I forgot that we got a song there. It is very, very not like it's very clearly not there at all. And why is that, do you ask? Great question there. Majora's Mask, they went overboard with the changes, and most of them are not great. In fact, there are only quite a few that I would say qualify as decent changes, and they're the non-important changes. So some of the decent changes, once again, the Ocarina button, the Ocarina is its own dedicated button. That's cool. The masks, whenever you put on a mask, the Ocarina button changes to the trumpet, the guitar, and the drums, respectively. Which I think is pretty cool. However, that's not necessary to beat the game or for any, it's aesthetic, it's not even gameplay related. It's cool, but just kind of, it's not the point, right? You know what I mean? Point is, wait, Owl Statue, Snowhead, Kamara Mask, is that actually Snowhead? Hey, okay, I'll take that. Kamara Mask, that's actually legit as well. Wow, okay. And Kakiri Emerald, that's a trap. Excellent. I mean, we might as well refill our rupees. We just got ejected, just straight up, boom, out. It is very clever. I will grant it that. It is very clever and really cute. Is it necessary? No. And I would rather have had them focus on the things that are necessary rather than the things that are cute but not required. Herein lies my big problem with Majora's Mask. First and foremost, they changed a lot of the controls. Not for the better. The Goron form is probably the only one that changed necessarily for the better. And it's that you no longer have to hold down the A button religiously when rolling. you can just sort of press A to roll, and then once you get the spikes, nope. Once you get the spikes, you can stop holding down A. That's probably the best change that they made. The worst changes are to the rest of the forms. The Zora Link has the best swimming controls in any Zelda game, and possibly any Nintendo game for that matter. Best swimming controls. They removed the option to have, they removed the swimming controls for the most part. In order to swim, you must use magic to do so. You must waste your magic to do so. Otherwise, Zora Link is stuck with the awkward side swim that human Link does. Which, why? Number 2, the Deku form. I do not want nothing for 10 ratings. The Deku form. When they removed a mechanic called spin jumping. So, as Deku Link, if you spin while you jump in Majora's Mask, if you spin right before you jump, you get extra distance from your jumps, or at least from your first jump. Much like roll jumping. If you roll before you jump as a human, you get much more distance, and that remains for Ocarina of Time. That remains true for Ocarina of Time as well. So, for example, I roll before I jump, and I get extra distance on my jump because your jump distance is determined by your speed. So rolling gives you more speed, and spinning as a Deku gives you more speed. This was really useful for making it. It was really useful for making the Deku form get so much further. That's nothing of value. Excellent. We can go see what Water Temple is. So all of that's really cool. That was all really cool concept. However, they removed the ability to spin jump as the Deku, which made the Deku form a whole lot more limited than it already is. And the Deku form is the least useful of the forms, and it is the most limited of the forms. We can all agree on that. So limiting it further and removing one of the genuinely good functions it had, really harsh, really hard. And then on top of that, another change they made is another minor change they made that really annoys me is they moved all the stray fairies. So each dungeon in Majora's Mask has 15 stray fairies that you have to collect. Once you collect all the stray fairies, you take them to the fairy fountain, and you redeem it for a reward. So, for example, the first one is outside of Clocktown. The first one is spin attack. The second one is increased magic. The third one is double defense, and the fourth one is the Great Fairy Sword. All of them really great. There's the magic in the background. All of them really great, really necessary. Now, I'm not saying that the stray fairy locations in the original were perfect. In fact, the stray fairy locations in the original game sometimes royally sucked. I'm talking the one in the roof in Snowhead when you have no reason to look up at the roof with the lens of truth. That one. Ow. In fact, I've got to make a note to remind my sister of that one, because that one genuinely sucks. But, however, they moved all the stray fairies. Some of them are moved to locations where it's just genuinely easier. And you know what? I kind of agree with that. We finally have magic. That's awesome. Some of them are moved to locations that just make more sense. And that, I get. That's very valid. But, however, the vast majority of them are moved to locations where, A, you have to go out of your way that doesn't fit within the flow of the dungeon, or B, they put them in areas so easily accessible and so it provides no challenge. Some of them are needlessly difficult, some of them provide absolutely no challenge. And it was like that in the original as well, where some of them were just in your face, some of them required a bit extra skill. However, the difference is the Majora's Mask 3D version does not flow correctly as a result of the changes. And that's a big issue. My final biggest issue with Majora's Mask 3D is the massive change to all of the bosses. Majora's Mask bosses are genuinely pretty good. Adolwa is, as Ducky said, freaky, but it works in Adolwa's favor. It is a genuinely challenging and fun first boss fight, especially when you don't have that many heart pieces or hearts. Speaking of which, Gjorg, pretty cool, I guess. Your mileage might vary on that one. Twin Mold, I hate Twin Mold, but I can't deny it's fairly iconic. Goat, my favorite boss fight in the entire game, is probably in the entire series, is constantly ranks as one of the best boss fights of all time in terms of Zelda. They completely change all 4 bosses. So, what happens? Adolwa gets a giant eye on the back of his head. Or on the top of his head, more like it. He gets a giant eye on the top of his head. And there's a long-running gag in the Zelda community where you don't know what you're getting, like you don't know what to do. Just put an eye on the boss's head and call it a day. It is like it's the most stock standard thing you can do for a Zelda boss. It is so basic that people joke that it's what they do when they run out of ideas for a boss. I know this boss key is a trap, but I just think it's going to be funny. Come on, man. Oh my god, you rather beat yourself than, you know, get hooked onto my thing? Bro. So yes, they put a giant eye on Adolwa's head and added this whole unnecessary step where you must become the Deku, in order to float over the top of him to hit the eye on his head. It takes a boss fight where there's actually real fun strategy in terms of multiple ways to beat him, and reduced it to you must hit the eye on the back of the head, and that's the only way you can defeat him. It takes a boss with multiple routes to success and reduces it to one, and a really boring one at that. Oh, come on, thank you. Oh my god, that took forever. So Adol was kind of ruined by that. Goat is next. Goat's boss fight remains fairly similar at first, until you knock him over and the giant eye appears on the back of his head, and you must go hit the giant eye. Again, it takes a boss fight where there's it takes one of the best boss fights where you're running, you're chasing him through, and you're chasing, and yeah. Again, that's a trap. We know that's a trap. We already have it. Sorry, I just really wanted to say that. It takes a boss fight where there's an actual legitimate, challenge. You're chasing him, or you can stand there and arrow him. Again, you have multiple paths to success. And it reduces to, let's hit the eye on the back of the head. Yay! Excellent. We just got magic and we're already out. There we go. What did we get for this? 5 whole rupees. Don't spend it in one place. Cool. That's all of our fish done. Excellent. So yeah, there's Goat Ruined. What about Gjorg? Again, your mileage might vary on whether or not Gjorg is a good boss. Personally, I don't care for it. But your mileage might vary. A lot of people, I do see quite a lot of people saying that Gjorg is pretty great and underrated. And you know what? Pop off, queen. So what about Gjorg? Is Gjorg any good? Gjorg is arguably the worst. So the first section of the boss fight, this is Forest. Oh, okay. I could have sworn we had seen Forest beforehand. We don't actually need to do anything here. We are essentially almost in go mode. We just need to go to Snowhead, and we know where Snowhead is. But we might as well just go through the front room anyway. While I'm ranting and raving. So, come on, dude. Thank you. Excellent. So yes, Georg arguably becomes the worst. So, Georg becomes a 2-phase boss fight, and you might think, that's awesome, cool, awesome, wonderful, fantastic. No. The first phase, you must hit Georg as the Zora form until the giant eye comes out the back of his head, and then you must hit the giant eye. Previously, you could fight him by becoming the Zora and chasing him through the water, or hitting him with arrows and then turning into a Zora and hitting him with your magic shield. Or you could just do it purely with arrows if you wanted to, challenge yourself. You had multiple paths to success. Then it just became hit the eye on the back of the head. Real great. Except Georg now has a second form, like a second phase, where the platform that you're standing on disappears under the water. And kudos to them for actually doing something beyond hitting the eye on the back of the head, or in Georg's case, it's actually in the mouth. His eyeball is in his tongue, which is kind of gross. No, get the right angle, Bowers. Again, yapping and playing at the same time is not conducive, but we're making it work. There we go. So yes, there's a second phase. It takes place entirely underwater, and you must knock several landmines that have now come out of the water, or water mines, I guess, chained mines into Georg's mouth, in order to release the tongue and get him to, show off the eye and then hit the eye and blah, 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 blah. Again, why? However, it's the worst part. Hitting the eye with, what am I trying to say? Getting the mine into his mouth is so bad. The hitbox does not work correctly. The hitbox doesn't work, and it really can't work properly. It's unable to work properly, which sucks. It's genuinely unable to work properly. I once spent my first playthrough, from night of the first day to night of the final day just trying to get the damn hitbox to work. Which, if you were spending an entire 3-day cycle doing one boss fight because of the hitbox, there's a problem there, people. So I did it again, because I figured maybe I'm just playing poorly. I didn't, it's a new boss fight in theory. Maybe I'm just not doing it correctly. So I try it again. I spent another 3-day cycle just trying to do the boss fight because of the hitbox. When that happens consistently, you have a broken game. The final boss fight is probably the most unchanged. Actually, no, it's fairly changed. So once again, twin mold. You can either shoot the snakes, shoot the head and the tail of each part of twin mold with your arrows in order to beat him. You can don the giant's mask and use the giant's mask to hit, slack, and hash them. You can use the Fierce Deity mask, of course, with all of them against the slack and hash them. You can use elemental arrows, you can use plain arrows. Again, there's multiple routes to success. However, once again, why was I here? We got magic, but why was Snowhead? Okay, no, we're fine. Once again, the entirety of the boss fight is boiled down to only one solution. You must don the giant's mask, and you do not hack and slash. Again, this in theory is really cool. In fact, when I first heard it, I went, finally, a good Majora's Mask boss fight. Instead of hacking and slashing the two sides of twin mold with a sword, you actually pick them up and you swing them Bowser style until you hit them. That's genuinely really cool. However, once you do that, it unleashes the eye on the back of the head that you have to hit with the sword. It's the most uncreative, boring way to revolutionize bosses that didn't need to be revolutionized. And that is my entire complaint with it. None of that needed to be done at all. And yeah, it makes me unnecessarily angry. So yeah, it is optimized remake. Combine that with a lot of genuinely harsh glitches that aren't fun and aren't in the spirit of the game, and the cool glitches that would have been cool that to keep, like they did with Ocarina of Time, being completely removed. And just a lot of other changes that made no sense. Moving the bank, moving all the Bomber's Notebook kids into different locations. Just enough to confuse both veterans and new people, because the guide did not release at the same time as Majora's Mask 3D. So people were using the old, people were using the Majora's Mask for the Nintendo GameCube and 64. Nintendo GameCube. I mean, yes, but people were using the OG walkthroughs for a game where the OG walkthrough did not apply, and it became a very confusing experience for both new and old players, and it genuinely sucked. Was it the same people who made the good OOT remake? Yes, absolutely. It was the same people. I don't know whether or not they were under pressure from Nintendo. I know Nintendo did not like the fact that they kept a lot of the old glitches in there. I don't know if that's the reason, but yes, it was the same people. This is where the bank moved to in the 3DS version. It's not a big change, but it was enough to confuse both new and veteran players. I knew quite a few people at the time turned around and said, "Sally, where is the bank? I can't find the bank. Where the hell is it supposed to be?" And it took them an entire 3-day cycle to realize where the bank was, and by then, they had already lost all their rupees because they had to reset time. It's genuinely a bad remake. And this is not just my personal opinion. This is very widely agreed upon by everyone in the Zelda community. It is not great. Alright. We have found Ganon's castle, and I'm just trying to remember where it is. Because, believe it or not, people, we are almost in go mode. We are almost in go mode. Is everyone feeling up to finishing this tonight? We can turn around and wrap it up for tonight. And we can finish this on Thursday. Or we can finish this now. It is all up to you. I've just got to go to Snowhead to get the Shadow Medallion. I've got to go to... we've got to find Ganon's tower, which we have seen. So we've just got to find it. And then we just go back to Forest Temple entrance and beat Majora. That made no sense. West Clocktown is like the mall, so it made sense to be there. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I'm hearing finish. Alright, we will finish. Let's do it. We are essentially just going to fast forward through the entire cycle. There is no reason for us to do anything else here, really. We are going to have to reset time as soon as we get into Snowhead, but we should remain in Snowhead. So by the time that we walk into Snowhead, we will have 5 minutes to explore it. If we do not find Shadow Medallion in that time, we will have to reset time. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. It just means that we'll have to redo some of the puzzles. That's it. Alright. We are going to get to night of the final day. And then when we get to night of the final day, we're just going to let time progress naturally for a little bit while I zip off to the bathroom. But we'll be like 3 seconds. It won't be long at all. So. Alright. We are at night of the final day. 12 hours remain. Alright, we are going to uninvert time. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. I'm going to let this go. I'm not even going to bother turning on this break screen. I'm just going to run to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, crap. I just spilled my water everywhere. I'm so sorry. I just looked out my window and my Christmas lights are lighting up, which is exciting. I only put them up earlier and they're all solar powered, so I didn't expect them to actually light up tonight. I love it. Very exciting. Alrighty, let's get this finished, shall we? Twitch still ain't working, but that's fine. She's fine. We'll get there, I guess. Alright. Actually, hang on, let's go this way. Nope, that was way too quick. Hang on. I always get a little bit paranoid about doing this. Because if I don't run in time, there we go. That'll do. If I don't run in time, not only do we lose mid-time out of our ability to go through Snowhead, but at the same time, we also run the risk of Moon Crash. And Moon Crash is kind of bad for us. It's not the same as simply just turning back time. And could I have just hookshotted in this entire time? No. No. Okay, cool. I was worried about that for a second. I was like, could I have just hookshotted in? Because I know that they have found a way to get into Clock Tower early using a bomb hover and a dog. Alright, this is what I mean by we have 5 minutes to get through here. Oh, great. That doesn't help. Alright, let's go! Hello, Muffy. Alright, that's the boss key right there. Excellent, that's useless. What are you? Nothing. Perfect. We are literally doing a speed run, people, except, you know, not with the actual strats. That's a trap. Perfect. Oh! How? What? Did that just take away my Chateau Romani? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god, it took away my Chateau Romani. I'm actually so annoyed about that. Wow. Alright, how we feeling? How we doing? We doing good? We feeling it? Actually, hang on. Alright, you have a 2-minute on this Gamba. So we are having this very quick Gamba, 2 minutes. Will we need to reset time? Do you think we'll need to reset time in Snowhead? Don't forget to get in your channel points. You only have 2 minutes. This is a short one, people. Alright, there's one. Alright. Oh god, I kind of want that magic. Let's grab that magic. Okay. We're doing this just to check what the chest is. Is that chest something of value? No, we can skip it. Perfect. Alright, I need to pull up my chat. Hello, friendly fans. Whoa, hello. Oh my god, sorry. My Twitch on my computer isn't working, so just bear with me for a second. Holy cride. A friendly phantom is raiding with 59 people. Thank you so much. Wow, okay, let me see if I can get a shout out going. My internet chose a really great time to crap out on me. Wow, okay, hang on. Shout out. Perfect. Thank you so much, a friendly phantom. How was your stream? Shout out to Friendly Phantom. Hello, welcome in, Raiders. We are getting ice trapped. We have exactly 5 minutes to, 3 minutes and 42 seconds to find the Shadow Medallion. Otherwise, we have to reset time, which honestly isn't a big deal, but that's fine. We're still making this a bit of a rush because it's fun. Most of my people are EP, but that's okay. Honestly, so am I. I feel ya. I feel it. I am the EP2. How is your stream, Phantom? Oh. That's frame check. Okay, not required, but that's fine. What are you? Hello. Wait, is this just the stray fairy? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Let's collect the stray fairy for the heart. Perfect. It was good. Finished a blackout at like 4:28:28. Hey, that's a great number. 4:28:28. That's sick. That's awesome. Well done. Congratulations. Let's sink down here. So for anyone who is new to this chat and is interested, we are doing an Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combined randomizer, where our win condition is that we need to beat Majora and Ganon. In order to do that, we only require one more item, and that is the Shadow Medallion. That's all we need. It can be in any location between the two games, but we know for a fact that it is here in Snowhead. So it's just a matter of where in this dungeon. That's it. Adult wallet, nice. Compass ice, the most useless one. Excellent. So that is why we are in a rush. We ended up we had a full randomizer on, so all of our dungeons were randomized. So we needed to get to night of the final day to get to the clock tower roof to be able to get in here to get the Shadow Medallion. It's a whole mess. But I hope you're all having a great night and enjoying yourselves. I'm Salbao. I do a lot of Zelda, particularly Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess randomizers. And we also have an Animal Crossing town if anyone's interested in Animal Crossing. Nothing. Excellent. Let's grab FD up. We will have to get Hookshot back up in a sec as well, but that's fine. Nothing there. We have a minute 30, so if you, what am I trying to say here? I have a feeling we are going to need to reset time on the Gamba. Alright. Right, I was on low health. I didn't think about that. That's fine. We've got a fairy. Yeah, thank you again so much for the raid, Phantom. I hope you have a lovely night, or if you're sticking around, I hope you enjoy, but I have a feeling you're probably very EP yourself as well. There we go. That's incredible. Thank you so much, everyone, for the raid. That's awesome. Alright, we have 57 seconds remaining. If we get down to, say, like, when we get down to, say, like 30, we will reset time. Wait. Are we cooking? Come on, game. Come on, game. That was just mean. Nothing over here by the looks of it. Alright, I know we are cutting it fine, trust me. I am fully aware. Nothing in the pots there. Alright, nothing in the snowballs there. Alright, I think we must... yeah, absolutely, I must raid and run. It is 5:41 a.m. You poor thing! Oh my goodness, yes. Go enjoy your sleep. It sounds very well deserved. And congratulations again, and thank you so much again for the raid. That's awesome. We are in fact turning back time. So we are gonna call that on the Gamba. Alright, let's... Are you kidding me? Alrighty, so we did need to reset time. How the... I do not remember how to... Okay. Please don't tell me you're actually going to try and... Why did I do that? Please don't tell me you're going to actually make me try and do separate parts of this dungeon all within 5 minutes. like 5-minute segments. Because that's going to be really annoying. Okay, I don't know, I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've had to hover in here, and I'm talking like 10 plus years sort of thing. And I am not willing to learn that tonight. So, let's see if we can, we have hookshot on anywhere. Let's see if we can find a nice angle to run that for us. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I had it too. Hang on. Because otherwise we are going to have to do this in 5-minute segments, and that's going to be super painful for everyone, including myself. There we go. Yes. All right. We're cooking. We're cooking. I should have done that in the first place, but we're cooking. Okay, on the downside, it does mean that some of our puzzles are reset. On the upside, it means that we can basically skip anything that we didn't really need to do. There's a lot here that we can skip, essentially. Excellent, go us. Alright. That was fun though, trying to beat the clock. That was absolutely fun. I love the little challenge for us. Up here. Hang on, I'll pull up. It is this room here. Before I was complaining about the one stray fairy that I feel is kind of BS. Up there. Who the hell would bother checking that? Honestly. That is one from, I think that was changed in the 3DS version, and I can't be mad about that, honestly. That one I can understand. I can get it. There we go. Alright, let's continue back on up. Sorry, Ducky, I think you did in fact lose the gamba. Sorry. But we did try very hard on that, and I feel like we did a good job, all things considered. Alright. Just in the interest of, number one, our time, and number two, I want to go to bed soon as well. I do have to go to bed soon at some point. We are going to start hookshotting everywhere through this dungeon. I know we have focused this run on using hookshot less, only for like real emergencies, but we're at the end. Let's just get this over and done with at a certain point, right? Alright. Hey, Wizrobe, pro tip, don't spawn in next to me. Just saying. Alright, cool, nothing. It's gonna end up being in the boss room after all of this, and I could have just skipped straight to the end. In fact, I can almost guarantee it at this point. Yeah. Maybe I should have just skipped to the end, but that's fine. Actually, anything in the pots here? No, okay, cool. There we go. Alright. Let's check here. Oh, that's just a stray fairy. We don't actually need to check there. Alright. And let's move across. Alright, so how's everyone feeling? How are we doing? We are almost at the end here. I am so excited. Once we remember where Ganon's tower is, we are set. We are gonskis. We're done. We're good. Okay. There, and there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This room has a solid chance. Okay, nothing. Perfect. Nothing. Okay, interesting. So all of the icicles and the snowballs have a chance of having something, as well as the pots, the grass, and the chests. Which is why Snowhead's such a good temple for checks, because there's just so much happening in here. These guys only have stray fairies in them, so we can ignore them. Sorry. Alright. Unless it's that chest over... Oh, it could be that snowball, actually. That's kind of annoying if it is. There we go. I don't want to risk knocking it down. There it is! Excellent! Alright, we finally are in go mode! How exciting! Alright, there we go. We might as well see what the boss is anyway, right? Right, we're here, we might as well. There we go. We have the key. Yes, I'm alright. Isn't Ganon Deku Tree, or is that... Or was that last Rando? See, therein lies the problem. I actually don't remember at this point. So, I know... No. It isn't... It isn't. Is it? Oh. See, this is the problem. Even I don't remember it at this point. It's not DC. DC was something. Was it Shadow? It could have been Shadow. Because we have been to Deku today, and we haven't seen Ganon's tower today. So by that logic, it's not Ganon's tower. It could be, here. Because we did end up glitching our way in previously. Oh, ew. We don't have... Oh, no. We didn't end up glitching our way in. Okay. Okay, what haven't we been to today? We haven't been to Jabu Jabu, Woodfall. I haven't been to Jabu Jabu, Woodfall, or Jabu Jabu, Woodfall, or Great Bay. Let's try Jabu Jabu. Jabu Jabu might be a good bet for this. Hi, Kazi! Hi! How are you? How's it going? I'm apologizing if I'm really slow to read chat. My internet crashed about an hour ago, and as a result, I still don't have... This is not where this was supposed to go. Oh, it's Hyrule to Kikiri, that's Zora's River. Never mind. As a result, I don't have anything. I can't see my stream on my computer. But I promise I am reading chat where I can on my phone. Hello, I've been working on more econs. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. How's it going? Alright, let's check Jabu Jabu. And then if that doesn't work, if that's not it, then then maybe we do go check Deku Tree. But I'm fairly certain we've checked Deku Tree today and we haven't seen Ganon's tower today. You were right last time though, Ducky, so I should know to trust you by now. I should know to trust. Alright, feeling lazy, let's take this. I'm afraid, Kazi, I can't actually check it on my phone, but I will check it after stream. I will absolutely check it after stream. If I check it on my phone, oh crap, lose control of everything. I will absolutely check it after stream though. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. No worries. Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm not purposely doing it, just, yeah. The wonders of Australian internet, honestly. We love to see her. I don't have ice arrows yet. That's fine. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so Ducky said that they're awesome. I mean, I'm sure they're absolutely sure they are. You don't need me to sign off. But I'm so glad that they're awesome. I just want to see what Ice Cave is. We haven't been to it yet. I know it's not Ganon's Tower. I just want to see what it is, in all honesty. Also, the sound of the bunny hood on the ice is genuinely such a fun sound. I love that. Okay, this is Ganon's castle. Okay, and then I'm gonna guess Ganon's castle leads to Ice Cave or beneath the well. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, GTG. Ew, no. Absolutely not. Alright. Let's go check out Jabu Jabu. I know what you're saying, Ducky. When you said, is it Deku Tree or was that last rando? Because I have the same issue. We've played so many randos. And I enjoy every single one of them, don't get me wrong. But I played so many that they all bleed together in my memory. And it just so happens that I sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, we know where this is. We know where this is. And I just get so confused because that was 3.5 randos ago. Okay. Alright. That's not it. Is it Stone Tower? It's not Stone Tower Temple, is it? It could be Stone Tower, now that I think about it. No, you're right, it was last render. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's so confusing every time. Alright, Alright, there we go. Can I actually swap the bottle to another button without losing it? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. If I don't get this, no biggie, we can just hover across, because I'm really bad at getting this first try. Oh! Crap, yeah. Whee! Whoop! I love that little whee! Whoop! Alright, is this Ganon's Tower? Oh! Yes! How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming, what, a solid, like, 3 hours? 3.5 hours. And we played Animal Crossing for the first hour. Whatever, my shield is gone. We no longer need it. I'm not offended. So, what was that? What was what? Was it my weird celebration? Or the weird glitch that we did? Yes, so... we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. We spent the first hour playing through our Animal Crossing town to see how that's going. We've been doing this random, like we've been playing Ocarina of Time for, this rando for what, 2.5 hours? And I'm fairly certain in about 2 hours, 26 minutes ago, I turned around and said, Stone Tower's not anything important. We don't need to do it. I'm so glad I was right, right? What was the glitch? Ah, of course, it was called Time Stop. So when Link opens a bottle, it starts a little cutscene where the animation of him opening the bottle plays. Now, if you interrupt that cutscene with you raising your shield, the game believes that you are both in and not in a cutscene at the same time. So you have full range of motion. However, you have full range of motion. However, things outside of your movement don't, like, are stuck in the cutscene motion. So when things are in a cutscene, it doesn't move. So things like keys and platforms do not move when you're in a cutscene. So by having that state, you can personally move. However, I'm no longer caring if I get damaged. However, you can move. However, nothing else in the environment will. So by entering that state, jumping onto the platform, and then exiting that state by triggering a camera change, you are able to move. The platform will then do its action of moving back, but you're on it. It's pretty cool. You can do it also with Elegy, just by playing Elegy on the first switch, then jumping on the switch, playing Elegy again, and to take the switch. Yeah, it still works. Also, you have redeemed fish. For anyone who is new to our chat, we have now been challenged to say fish at the end of every sentence. Hang on, bear with me for a second while I set this up. I can't set it up and play at the same time. 5-minute timer, please. Alright, fish. Let's go, fish. Let's fish and go. Yeah, whatever, fish. I have a fairy, I'm sure, fish. Yeah, I've got 2 fairies. Okay, I haven't been playing very conservatively. Normally I play a lot more conservatively than this fish. However, we've had fairies for such a vast majority of the time that I'm not too fish and worried, fish. There we go, fish. Alrighty. Take 2, electric biggly fish. Oops, it's fish. Every so often I try and backflip fish, and it ends up being a jump attack by accident, fish. There we go, fish. We are done. Alright, fish. We have our pot room here. We're about to get pot room. And then we should be good. Hopefully we get some more magic. Magic would be excellent right about now, fish. I'm still mad that we lost our Chateau Romani fish. Alright, are we getting anything of value here? Fish. So Shadow was GTG. I don't know why on earth Oilog told us otherwise, but okay, fish. Alright. We'll never say no to the hearts, fish. Oh, but ice is at beneath the well, fish. That's good to know, fish. I mean, not useful for us now, but still cool, I guess, fish. Ah, magic! Alright, cool, we're good. We're good, fish. We're happy fish. We are happy little fishy nights, as fish and fish could be. I feel like that makes no sense if you're not Australian. There is a product called Vegemite. A lot of people know it, even if you're not Australian. And there's a little song that goes with it. It's like, we're happy little Vegemites. And I'm not going to sing the rest because it could be copyrighted. Fish. Alright, let's fish and go. Fish. These toys are too much for you, fish. Have you found the light arrows around Rando Fortress, fish? I don't know why I made him sound like an announcer in a children's superhero movie, fish. Alright. Fish. First and foremost, fish. Pop that there, fish. And also fish. Oh, crap. Fish. That was my own fault, fish. I completely botched that. There we go, fish. Okay. I am also aware that my lock-in face is not attractive, fish, and you're just all gonna have to fish and deal with that, fish. Oh, crap, fish. This is what happens when I don't use my lock-in face. Fish. Oh, that should not have hit, fish. Let's be real here. There we go. Oh, come on, fish. Also, our fish is also done, but I don't have the ability to turn off the timer right now, fish. Okay, there we go. Now I've turned it off. Thank you so much for that, Ducky. I appreciate it. Alright, come on. I'm almost out of magic, dude. I don't want to have to do the climb up. There we go. Alright, we're doing the climb up. It's been a long time since we've needed to do the climb up for this battle. We'll take the arrows, I guess. I just want magic, man. I just want magic. Please? Okay, there we go. We've got some magic now. Perfect. Alright. The climb up is the worst. I don't think we've actually had to do a climb up on stream before. Normally because we have either Chateau Romani or we have the Goron sword to make this run go way quicker. Okay. Oh, crud. That was my own fault. I pulled out Hookshot by accident when trying to get Bunny Hood out. Alright, take 2, Electric Boogaloo. The moment that we stand up on the platform, he's going to attack us, which is why I put on the Bunny Hood so we can get the hell out of dodge as soon as possible. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on. Alright, we are almost done here. We are continuing on. We are almost done. Oh, he's given us the big ones. Very nice. He should only have a hit or 2 left in him, right? Yeah, right. Literally. Never on stream. Yeah, we've never had to do the climb up on stream before. It's a new experience. Alright. Let's do this. The reason why I didn't use Giant's Knife is so we had something for this. Although I am going to try and use Deku Sticks more than Giant's Knife. So Deku Sticks will actually give us more to work with, really. But we don't have as many Deku Sticks, sadly. Alright, as a very last resort, we can use Kokiri sword, and we can use just straight arrows, but it does make for a very long battle. Let me tell you that now. Alright, let's get out Giant's Knife. Game. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's... Okay, that's Giant's Knife broken now. Okay, now we're back down to Deku Sticks. I am confident we can get it done with 4 Deku Sticks. There we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. This is why I saved the Giant's Knife. Alright. There was that one Ocarina of Time randomizer where, for some reason, it was either a crowd control or something like that, the sword just didn't spawn in, if anyone remembers that. That was wild. I also saved my magic, because this is just easier to light arrow at the end. It is just easier to stun it with the light arrows. It makes for probably, you know, slightly less optimized strategy, but it just works. It works. Might as well do it, right? There we go. Alright. We are almost done, people. We have this fight. We have an A press, or half an A press if you want to get to we have an A press, and we have Majora, and that's it. We are done with this scene. I was there, that was crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright. Fun fact, in every other release apart from the 1.0 version of that game, Ganon doesn't spew blood, he spews green goo. Alrighty everyone, 1 down, 1 to go. And in a very selfish way, I'd be remiss if I didn't do this, so please excuse my indulgences for 2 minutes. My name's Salbal. Raiders, anyone lurking, anyone watching, if you've enjoyed this, please feel free to shoot me a follow, come join us for more streams. Shameless self-promotion time, you get it, we're all just small streamers trying to do our part, so if you are interested in what I do, what I'm doing here today, and anything I might do in the future, lots of randos, feel free to give us a follow, join in the fun. We're always happy to accept everyone. Yeah, self-promotion over. I'm really not good at self-promotion, in case you can tell. Alright, we are going to we're going to Kokiri, which was somewhere. Again, writing these things down would be really grand. Alright. Whee! Yes, so Ducky, to answer your question from before, this was the only way that Zora Link could swim without magic in the remake, instead of doing the actual pool swim. Randomizers, crowd controls, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess. That's correct. Yes, indeed. We do also play Chaos Editions occasionally, and on a special occasion. We also play Animal Crossing, and, we sometimes branch out to other games as a special one-off occasion. So if you are interested, feel free to shoot down a follow. Also Animal Crossing and Mario 64. Yes, we do occasionally play Mario 64 as well. It is pretty fun. It's a fun time. Alright. Kokiri was somewhere. In fact, I'm fairly certain it was in Majora's Mask. Hey, no. Let's do this the smart way. Let's do this the smart way. It might be nice to do things the smart way just for once. You know what I mean? Alright. Oh, we can actually collect a song here just for the sake of it. Brilliant. Nice. Sure, why not? Why did I do that again? That should be right. There we go. Wonderful. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I love that. I love this music. Alrighty. Or I could immediately fall back down. That's fine as well, I guess. There we go. This is the smartest way to do it. Mario 64 Chaos is insane, and I hope done again. You know what? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. We could do that again. For any kids who are under 18, please close your ears for a second. We might have to do it as sort of like a drunk stream, but sure, let's go. We can do that. I feel like that's the only way I could play that again, because that was truly, I have never rage quit another stream on another game on stream quite like that. Like, I've been genuinely frustrated at games. That happens. I have never actually properly rage quit a game before. Song of Healing, very nice. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not bothering with updating the tracker with some of these right now. Alright, we have indeed found the oath to order. Link is very efficient if you think about it. I should have brought magic with me. Oh well. That's fine. We can get away without magic, that's fine. Link is very efficient if you think about it. He's managed to get into the moon instead of waiting for the final day. He's managed to get in on the on the first day. Efficiency. These pots will regenerate and they'll give us magic then, so that's fine. Alrighty, people, we are in our final few minutes. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready. I hope you're keen to see this stream end. Kazzy, if you're still around, I can't wait to see your emote later. Alrighty. Now, I was considering at some point, I know last time there was a question of beating Majora without Fiestati's mask. And that is absolutely something I will show off at some point. However, I don't have an upgraded sword, and doing it without an upgraded sword is a very slow and painful thing. So in order to make sure that we are, not actively, frustrating everyone, we will be just doing FD for now. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, whatever. Okay, without magic, this is also painful. Let me just say that. Excuse me. No, excuse me. Controller, come on. on, bro. There we go, finally. Doing this first section without magic is actually painful. I forgot how painful it is. Again, we have not had a conservation on our magic in quite a while. Yeah, whatever. Once again, I'm not too worried about health. Otherwise, I would be a hell of a lot more conservative now than I currently am. Only because I know we've got fairies. Oh, come on, dude. Yes, we get it. You're evil. Whatever. There we go. Alright, that only brings us to phase 2 of 1.5, really. Alright. I think in theory they should drop magic occasionally, but apparently not. Yeah, whatever, hit me. I don't care. So you are somewhat seeing what happens without Fierce Deity, because in all honesty, Fierce Deity in this first part of the fight is useless without magic. Come on, thank you. Okay, that just knocks these 4 out the way, makes it easier for us to get to Majora. There we go. There we go. Alright, first phase down. Again, that's how you can beat Majora without FD normally and with your normal sword. However, with my normal sword, it is a slow, painful affair. Great Fairy Sword is the best outside of Zora, and Great Fairy Sword is the best outside of FD. Just straight up. Alright. Come on, let me Z-tag you. Moonwalk! The last phase is also going to be slightly painful. Alright. Last phase is actually painful without magic. I should have gotten magic before we did this. That's alright. It's just going to take us a bit extra time. That's all. That's it. We've got this. Alright. What makes Fierce Deity painful are the whips. What makes Fierce Deity? No. What makes Majora's Wrath painful are the whips. It means getting close to her can be a very deadly exercise. Now, once again, normally you'd use your bow. I'm out of arrows. Normally you'd use your bow, or you can use the Zora boomerangs. However, outside of... This is a huge caveat here. Outside of randomizers... There you go. We are done. Outside of randomizers, the moment that you enter a battle with the final battle with Fierce Deity, you cannot use your Goron, your Deku, or your Zora forms. So that's why I'm saying, if you do not have Fierce Deity, or if you do not have Fierce Deity, Zora Mask, arrows, Great Fairy Sword. That's it. If you do have Fierce Deity, not a problem. GG, woo, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Sorry, I was too busy yapping to actually acknowledge the fact that yes, we are now done with this seed. I'm very excited about that. Alright. Now, let's see if we can get a raid going on my phone. I don't know. We're gonna see. Don't go anywhere while I try and figure this out. if that did anything for me. Okay. Thanks, Alba. This has been awesome as usual. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to see if I can find out how to raid someone on my phone. We're going to just bear with me for a sec. Aha. Haha. I found it. I found it. Don't go anywhere, people, while we find someone to raid. Alrighty, Vegemites. Who is online? Alrighty. It looks like we are going to DJ Carmichael, who's doing a multi-world madness. So that's I have no idea. Wait, are they still running? I think they are. Oh wait, hang on, no. Sorry, it's just frozen. Bear with me for a second. Don't go anywhere, people. We're finding someone to raid. I love finding people to raid. I'm trying to find someone we haven't raided in a while. Alright. Alright, let's go to Extra EXP. We've never raided them before. I have no idea who they are, but it sounds like they're having a fun time. They're doing a no logic Ocarina of Time randomizer. So, let's go join them on the raid. I just want to say a big thanks to everyone for the subs, the bits, the follows, for the raids as well. A big shout out to Friendly Phantom and to, oh my goodness, I am blanking. And to Bald Head for the raids as well. 2 raids in one day, that's incredible. And thank you to everyone for sticking around and watching. I really appreciate it. We're all just small streamers trying to do our part, so if you'd like to spread that love along, feel free to join us on our raid. We are raiding Extra XP, as I just said, so if you're interested in what they do, don't forget to watch. And don't forget to give them a follow, say hi in chat. We're all just small streamers. We're all just trying to spread the love around, so I appreciate sharing that around. Let's go start that raid. Thank you. Good night. Alright. I think that's, oh wait, no, we're still going. Thank you and good night.